Alrighty. Hello! It's been a long-ass time since we played Wilds. I think it's been a long-ass time since I've streamed on a Saturday. Wasn't really for any particular reason. It's just either we were out doing stuff or I was not at my house in a different state. So, yeah, hi, welcome back. I hope you missed us. Not that I've not been streaming or uploading, but I know Bone Boys is a little bit different than the other stuff we usually do. I got Nate with me tonight. I don't know who else is going to be able to show up. Austin said probably not. I have not heard from Kerry. I don't know about the other two. If we move over to
Kerry
the game...
had plans today.
That's fine. If we move over to the game, I think Nate's putting on a show for you. There's multiple people putting on a show.
Watch this sick trick. Hi.
Oh, he Kurt Cobain'd himself. What's up, everybody? Who we got? We got Alter, Matt, Patrick, Lancelot, Blast, Noxious, Game Lover. We got Greg, we got Astro, we got Noxious, we got Kaiser, we got Pecco. We got Jack. Cool. We got a lot of you in here. Go ahead and feel free to leave a like on the stream on your way in. Helps us out. Promos the stream and all that goodness. And I think we're just going to kind of get into it. We have not streamed this game since the 9-star Talisman update came out. So we're going to be doing probably some of that. I think there's some new event quests up. I mean, it's kind of just going to be a goof around and do whatever. As these streams often are.
That's the best part.
Yeah. I wonder which monster has the smoothest balls. What a question to start today with. Intellectual discussions only, honestly.
I mean, baseballs really only have the stitching in them. Like, if you look at a basketball, that's got the whole texture to it, so I wouldn't really call that smooth.
And tennis balls, that's, you know, that's all fuzzy. Football's kind of bumpy. I don't know. What monster play? I guess the question then is, what monster plays lacrosse?
Probably Bareth.
You think Bareth plays lacrosse? Yeah, Bareth plays lacrosse? Alright. That's the topic for the stream. I feel like we do this all the time. It's like, what monster does what? And now it's what monster plays what sports. Another one where we should probably have Austin, and Austin isn't here, because he's the only one of I think the only one of us in the Bone Boys that gives a flying fuck about... No, Matt gives a flying fuck about sports. But Matt is here so insanely inconsistently that that's not as safe of a bet. Are we gonna do Zoshia this stream? I mean, I don't know, maybe? Let's see.
I want to give this challenge quest a try. Join me.
Alright.
Of course.
Let's crush this.
Come back anytime.
It's arena counter, right?
Yes. Which monster plays Monster Hunter? Nargacuga.
Yeah.
What's up, gamers? Feel like ass and haven't slept in 3 weeks. What's going on? Hopefully you can get some sleep. That shit sucks.
Yeah, that sucks ass. That's horrible. I'm sorry to hear that. Let's see. I appreciate the answer. You're welcome. Let's see. LS Dualies, Lance, Greatsword. greatsword, I suppose. I don't know. Why not?
Yeah, I feel like I know greatsword really well for this fight, but it does fire.
True.
I was thinking bow. It's got water attack up. I'm gonna do bow.
Need to play Silksong? Yeah, it exists. It finally
Crazy.
exists. It's real. If that is something that you were looking forward to, I hope you're enjoying it. I think I've generally heard it's really good, save for like some contrarian shit every now and again, but yeah, this is the one where it has alternate music. Boom. Also, is it just me, or is this a big fucking chicken?
I think this is pretty standard.
Everything does double damage. Okay. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I haven't even played Hollow Knight yet, so I mean, if you've been playing it, you're gonna have to tell me what you think of it, because I have no frame of reference. Bigger one that wasn't a gold crown. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Maybe I just haven't fought Camatrice in like 2 months or something. He just felt large. There we go. Don't think I didn't see that Minecraft movie reference, Astro. I saw your ass. That. Hope everybody had a really good summer generally. I know we're kind of pretty much at the end of that if anybody's going back to high school, back to college, starting college. If any of you are looking forward to that, dreading that shit. Lord knows I'm removed from that at this point, so I have no frame of reference, but...
God bless, honestly.
Yeah.
What do we get for a time?
Didn't feel like anything crazy. I don't know.
4. It's a B.
Felt like a B.
I think 3 minutes is an A.
Okay. Yeah, there you go. Work event tomorrow, really don't want to go. That's fair. Forced coworker fun time. I want college to be over already. Well, bad news. I think you're kind of just at the start of it. B by 7 seconds. Oh, that's rough.
Damn. That was close. I'd love to try and get an A this stream.
Fought Kulve Taroth recently. Man, she's got to be the best base world monster. Very good fight in hitboxes. Only the thing that brings her down is phase 1. Yeah, and then Master Rank gets rid of phase 1. Honestly, I think saying that Kulve Taroth is one of the best fights in base world is a pretty solid opinion. Like, you could say whatever the hell you want about the weapon tables and all that kind of stuff. Those aren't, like, the greatest thing ever, but, like, that fight's wicked good. I adore that fight. Let's see. I have no school since I'm not mentally able to do so. Well, there you go. College is literally school. Why the fuck would you like it? Well, I mean, I liked college just fine. I didn't really go for the right degree, but I don't know. No, it's not. It's different than school by, like, a lot. It's a whole completely different, especially if you live on campus, then it's a whole completely different thing. It's not really just school at all. Did you want to run that back, or what do you want to...
Yeah, we can run that again.
Let's give it a shot. Raditz doesn't understand the concept of learning. Oh, probably, yeah. What's killing me is that I haven't been touching wilds because 4 Ultimate has me in a chokehold with its high rank. Hey, man, that's perfectly fine. That's a good problem to have, all things considered. It's just too much Monster Hunter to play. And 4U is not a bad game to be stuck on, honestly. Session was full and could not. Did Blast join on your quest? Yeah, he did.
Yes.
Wow, how did I know?
I'm not going anywhere.
Going into computer science for college, I'm going to be unemployed. I hope with computer science you don't end up unemployed. That tends to be one of the bigger industries right now.
Alright, well.
I'm not going anywhere.
Let's see.
Blast just withdrew.
Okay.
You could join me. I like a new armor set.
Yeah, no, I like this look. Been on a world kick lately. Several Frostfang Barioth weapons, also along with elemental swags for each element aside from dragon. Cool.
Nice.
Let me just keep trying with the great sword, I suppose.
I'm gonna go sleep longsword. Maybe we can do some sleep bombing tactics.
Yeah.
College is great in theory. In practice, I have enough to write a fucking encyclopedia about each problem there is in college. Each their own. I mean, I was stressed out of my mind in college, don't get me wrong, but I got a lot of good experience out of it, and I learned a lot.
Oh, yeah. No, I mean, my big thing is mostly just life experience is what the big thing for college. Honestly, it's a big money investment, and there's reasons to not go. There's fields that don't really need you to go to college if you don't want to. It's not for everybody as much as some people would like to make it out to. The life experience I got out of college was really nice. Because that was food shopping on my own for the first time. That was paying bills on my own for the first time. It was just being out of this safety network. No one's going to wake me up in the morning.
Alright. Ishli, you got bombs?
Do I?
I got bombs. Honestly, just go for the wake-up hit. That'll be a ton of damage, and we're on a time crunch. Alright.
Yeah, my only real regret with college is that I went for a major that I kind of picked over pragmatism as opposed to, like, my actual strengths, which is a big reason why I don't use it very much. I went for programming, but I don't have a brain. Perfect.
Is it? Oh my god, that hitbox is nuts.
Growing a lot as a person with college, found a way to reset myself. Yeah. I mean, there's just value in living on your own like that.
I didn't mean to send shoutouts.
It's like, damn, you got that out fast.
They're on my quick wheel.
That makes sense.
Didn't mean to open my quick wheel, but I wanted to check our time.
Tune them up. Dang. He keeps falling too far for me to do the true charge. I gotta shoulder bash into it, I suppose. Yeah, at the same time, like I was saying, don't really have to do college. My brother thought he wanted to do college, didn't like it, dropped out. Now he's doing mostly just like blue-collar trade stuff, and he is like probably the happiest he's been in his entire life. I kind of feel the same. I just have a little bit more debt because I stayed longer. Though I am glad I stayed longer, because my last year was the one where I was really living on my own. Because some friends of mine and I, like, actually just rented an actual house for my 4th year. So that was, like, we rented out a place. And that was, you know, we were off of the school's food plan. We were also a fair distance away from the school. You gotta fucking take care of yourself. You gotta be waking up on time. I walked to the grocery store to go food shopping. That was, You got to pay bills on time. You got to coordinate with the other people that you're paying the bills with. It was living with other human beings that weren't your siblings or your parents for a whole year. And having to negotiate with them and get along with them and all that kind of stuff. Thankfully, I lived with some really good people. Some really reasonable people, too. So it wasn't like a bad experience or anything. That's why I'm glad I went. Even though I'm not really doing anything that's super related to it. But hey, if I make it fucking big, I can pay that debt off pretty quick. We'll just have to wait and see.
Yeah, so remember to like the stream, everyone.
Yeah, like the stream so I can pay off my college. Which bow am I using right now? Oh, I'm using the Mizu stuff. You know what? Alright. I want to do the Gravios one with the gang. Because I've only done it solo.
You interact with your college roommates like that's not a meme.
I mean, honestly, it depends on who you get. The first year I was there, hardly, because that one the school fucking picked for me. The second, third, and fourth year, I was there with, like, people that I knew and were friends with that I made in my first year. So, yeah, at that point, like, we were buddies. We were housemates at that point. Are we gonna do some funny quests to end the stream again? I mean, if you got something, we probably can, yeah. The 2 Gravios are mega powerful. It cutted us 2 times. Yeah, I've done the Mega Gravios. I've done it like 3 times now. Like the times that I did it were actually for the video that I posted the other day when I was just doing some channel update shit while doing the quest. So I fought them. They're pretty good. They're a little bit faster. They're kind of a little chunkier in the health department and in the wounds department. They hit quite a bit harder. They feel really nice. Let's see. College was close enough that I didn't have to live there. Just got rides from home. Hey, that's perfectly legitimate. Kevin did the same exact thing. He commuted the entire time.
Yeah. I was saying this in the last stream. I ended up doing all 3. I lived on campus, I ended up living off campus, and I commuted across my time in college.
When you were living off campus, that was wicked funny.
Which one are you thinking of?
First year.
That was technically on campus.
Yeah, I mean, maybe by technical definition.
I was in a dorm. I wasn't in like an apartment or something.
Yeah.
That was in all technicality a dorm I was in.
A supply shipment's come in. Hope you find something useful.
Will the Draken armor carry me through the most of the beginning of Iceborne or should I make MR gear? I assume you're talking about the Behemoth armor?
I think that's the Draken stuff, yeah.
I think... it was around the point where I hit, like, Fulgur Antonath and those guys that I was really feeling the need, like, alright, I gotta, like, actually start making some Master Rank stuff. It'll last you a little while. Like, the Draken stuff and also some of the Master Rank, or some of the Gamma Elder Dragon armor.
I ran Lunostra stuff for like half of Master Rank.
Yeah, I mean, Teostra was just like free weakness exploit and Master's Touch. It was really good.
Yeah, I hit Nargacuga and Glavenus before I was like, alright, I'll finally like sit down and make new armor.
Yep.
I've got this challenge quest up again if anyone wants to join me.
Last wants a run back with the China Gajarakan quest. I mean, Oh, with the Ajaricon quest, gotcha. I mean, hey, you guys do whatever you want. Might have time to do it later.
Hey Connor, what is the first Master Rank monster we might see next year?
The first one we might see next year? I imagine they're gonna go with an original creation first. Sometimes
Right, we're thinking returning monster. What do you think is the first returning monster you're gonna see in Master Rank?
Ooh, well, for one, that kind of sort of depends on like what the thematic of the expansion is going to be. I feel like depending on what the map is might indicate what they would want to show first, because it might be like related to the map. Like they made Barrioth a really big deal for Iceborne. But that wasn't necessarily even like the first one showed. It'll probably be a fairly big deal right off the bat. Man, my dodge time is a fucking sloppy today. Holy shit. I'm trying to remember, because Iceborne was really just a giant hoopla about the flagships coming back. And I'm trying to remember exactly what, like, Sunbreak's marketing strategy was, because it was a little different. Granted, once that Gore and Espinoss trailer rocked up, it was pretty big hype. Although, if I remember correctly, they teased Shogun Cedatar before they showed anything else. That was funny. So maybe it wouldn't be anything huge. I don't know. Trying to figure out what exactly their business strategy would be.
Trying to think of what their like bread and butter low tier monsters are.
Yeah.
Because we got like going backwards, we got Great Jagras, we got Izuchi or one of the Rise ones, like oh, why am I forgetting the bird's name?
Kurupeko?
No. Kurupeka's a good pick, but I meant the Rise Fire Umbrella Bird.
Aknasom.
Aknasom, thank you. And then it could even be something like Arzuros. Like, there's a banger lineup of low-tier monsters in this series.
I could definitely see them trying to... I don't know if it would be, like, the first thing they would show, but I could see them trying to get a good pop-off for Ignactor. Because at this point, I have to assume they know that Ignactor is popular, and that people want him back.
I still want him in a title update. Celtis and Celtis Queen of the Forest go hard. I was thinking Celtis, but I don't know how likely we are to see those in the expansion. It's definitely a possibility, especially if they want to revamp Desert Celtis. Potentially do Desert Celtis Queen as title update.
I have Copper Blank Gonga as my dark horse to come back.
Ooh, that's a good pick.
It would be!
I didn't even consider that one. Can you imagine they drop the Master Rank update, they add Celtis and Celtis Queen, and then they add Desert Celtis and Desert Celtis Queen as like a siege?
That'd be funny. I thought he was gonna roar that laser.
Neither did Capcom. Alright, fair enough.
Fair.
Oh shit. Oh, flash drive. That's cool.
I do wonder sometimes if Capcom's like, oh yeah, fuck, that thing does exist. There's got to be some monsters sometimes that they just forget about.
We know that's a thing with Pokemon, so I
Oh
totally
yeah.
would assume.
Pokemon's got to be even worse.
That was a whole thing recently. They had a bunch of content creators at Worlds last year, and they got to have a Q&A with the like development head at Creatures who make the card game. And someone asked like, why don't you guys print cards for Mantike? There are 2 Mantike cards in existence, and they both cost like $15 a copy. And the guy was just like, yeah, we just like make cards for the dudes we kind of like best. That's why like there's like 87 different prints of Gengar.
Yep. Secretly, they were like, what the fuck is a Mantike? You made that up, didn't you?
The next set had a Mantike card in it.
That's hilarious. That'd be funny. You're trying to gaslight the the Pokemon company and like, yeah, don't you remember Flargle? I really like Flargle. You haven't given Flargle any love in like 7 years. Like, who?
Did I tell you that I have like multiple people at my company in on trying to convince one of the new kids who's pretty young that the term is called gas lamping and not gaslighting?
That's hilarious. That's such a great layer of comedy too, because you. Well, he'd stop flailing around on the other one's carcass so I could carve it. Take it. They need to add more Guardians. I feel like they're underutilized. I'm gonna be honest. I don't know if it's weird because they have like a whole map. They might continue with the Guardians, but I feel like people were generally so whelmed with the Guardians that like I don't really know if that's much of an investment they're gonna care to make. I feel like there's a non-zero chance they're just gonna go the way of the like the Rampage Apexes.
Yo, 251.
Ooh, good shit.
I knew switching to Great Sword was the right play. Gen Rathalos armor fucks so hard. God, it really does. Well, goodbye, love to all. Thanks for stopping by, Ruko. 9/10, Jan.
I think they need to approve heavily or ditch
Heavily
the
or
idea.
ditch the idea entirely.
Yeah, you got it.
all or nothing with the Guardians. That's fair. I feel like I'd like the Guardians more if they just like added another one or two of them with different title updates.
Honestly, they probably would have made like half decent, like TU, like fodder burner monsters, if they just added something like
exactly.
a rise subspecies here or there, maybe. It would have worked.
Not like the game mode being not good, it's more so that they need to make more and do more with them. Yeah. It's a very forgettable story beat. It's like, oh cool, but why didn't we just have the regular ones? Nice.
Yeah, they're
And
weird.
they set it up in such a way that it would be so easy story-wise for them to add more. And they don't.
They just didn't, yeah. I guess it depends on whether or not the update is gonna really be kind of like a sequel to the Wilds' story, if they're gonna go with a more original plot line.
Othered could do without the armors. Yeah, I don't love the aesthetic that they've added to the armors for the Guardians. Like, I get what they're going for, but it makes it so hard to do mix sets.
True, they do just kind of only work on their own. I like them as sets.
I do too.
Some of the Guardian Rathalos weapons look awesome, too.
I don't say it's roster bloat. It would kind of be roster bloat, but that doesn't have to be a bad thing.
Man, just getting trampled by him does like 75% of my health. It's nutty.
I feel like we're finally at the level of difficulty with monsters in this game that I really shouldn't be reading chat while I'm playing, but I'm gonna do it anyway.
Yeah.
I'm sorry for anyone I play with. Just know that's what I'm doing. I haven't died yet, but just it's what's gonna happen.
I'll still like to see the Guardians change the element. Well, that's... Yeah, it's like the two interesting ones are weirdly like the ones that are in the game. Because Dosha actually like adds an attack with a defense down slime. And it's an interesting enough arc that it might hit you. And then Rathalos has a slightly different kit. So that one's also like, alright. The other two, though, are just kind of like stripped down, less mechanically interesting versions of monsters that aren't even in the game normally. I think that's probably, like, the biggest thing that's so weird about him. Like, Guardian Rathalos, I like fine. Guardian Dosha, I like fine. Fulgur and Ebony are so weird because there's no other Odo or Anjanath in the game, and those two are less mechanically interesting and well thought out as their core species in Iceborne. So I feel like it's kind of just, like, the second half of the roster is just really weirdly cobbled together, where the first two are like, they're fine. I really think I think it's really kind of Odo and Anjanath that drags down the concept quite a bit. And then that makes it so that half of them are not that great. Like, if there was base Anjanath in this game, and there was base Odogaron in this game, and then you had Guardian Ebony and Guardian Fulgur, I feel like that would just feel quite a bit better. Alright, there's one more pickaxe. There's Hunter Symbol 3. There's a Heavy Armor Sphere. A lot of great rewards in this quest. Is that everything I need to make both weapons? We'll check.
Yo, why'd you hit him, assholes? He was EP.
You gotta respect the EP, guys.
This is an EP respecting community. I expect better from you guys.
If you don't respect EP, you're gonna be shot into space.
Sure, man.
Let's see. You need 3 for that one. I don't have fusion.
It's 3 for each.
Okay, then I need 1 more. That's fine. That quest's fun. I also have, like, fucking no fuchsia more. I keep forgetting that I need to, like, actually go get that.
It's, like, weirdly hard to get in this game.
It's only on 1 map, and it's not super common.
No.
Honestly,
Definitely bring Geologists so you get double.
Yeah. Alright, we'll run that ship back.
Make sure you're prepared.
Guardian Green Narga. That's kind of the other thing, as I agree with what Raditz just said, is like, basically what I just said, like, the weakest 2 Guardians are the ones that are subspecies in the game with no other representation. Like, those are the 2 weakest, weirdest ones. So I'm like, I don't know. Honestly, if they just kind of fold the Guardian concept over and just put some other different interesting shit in Wyveria, that's perfectly fine with me. I really kind of don't want them to do more monsters that aren't in the game, especially, like, ones that haven't been around for a while. Because, like, especially, like, Green Nargacuga would be interesting. What would you do with a Green Nargacuga? Like, most of his stuff has been pilfered by the normal one, so, like, you have to kind of make something interesting and different for him now. If they just kind of made him a fucking robot, I don't know. I don't feel like I'd like that. I want Green Nargacuga back. I don't want something wearing its skin. I would want to see what they do with the... I want to put him in the Scarlet Forest. See what he does. Make him play around in the tree. I don't know. Give him something cool and new to do. That's what I want. I like G. Fulgur enough because he interacts with the Wilk interestingly. And G. Wrath because his kid is different and unique. Yeah, Wrath is definitely the best one. For sure. But yeah, Fulgur just kind of lacks that same kind of progressing, increasing charge, and doesn't quite have the same magnificent, just doesn't quite hit the same. Maybe for the expansion they can actually add low rank.
I will say we have one friend who was telling us that he was really enjoyed the low rank in this game because he was explicitly just kind of playing it alone. And he could just burn through the story and not really need to worry about anything.
Yeah.
But it is definitely a huge pain when you're trying to multiplayer through low rank.
Yeah, that was goofy. Oh, I think I left with somebody by accident. I apologize, whoever that was. That was not intended.
When I make a pun.
Yeah. I don't know, sometimes with you, I feel like they're all intended. You have goober wordplay brain.
Yeah, I'm dumb as hell. Would it be a hot take to say they should bring Plesioth back? I'd love to see Plesioth back. That'd be awesome.
Personally, I don't think that's a hot take at all. I think there's a legitimately really good monster hiding under just some jank and a really bad port in Gen 4. I've said a couple times, I haven't played 3U nearly as much as like I actually wanted to, but from everything I've heard, Tri-U Plesioth was like actually just pretty decent. I
genuinely liked it.
I feel like there's a really good monster in there. I haven't fought the hardcore versions of him in Frontier in a while, so I don't exactly remember what he does, but he was better. That's a big thing that the hardcores in Frontier do, is they're just like, hey, this really annoying thing that the Gen 2 monsters do, they don't really do them anymore. They just kind of fight you like a normal person.
Good mindset for design.
I mean, yeah. I mean, hardcore Kezu is pretty fun. Hardcore Gypsaros is pretty fun. Hardcore Plesioth is pretty good. Hardcore Cephadrome is, like, really good. It's weird how good Cephadrome is in that game. But they managed to do it. Plesioth would look gorgeous in new gen graphics. He would, yeah.
They'd be awesome.
I like both of their color palettes incredibly well, actually. I think they both look great. Oh, that was early. Thank you. You get the subspecies without the base monster, it lets them shine on their own as a separate entity, and you can give them the attention they deserve. Kinda, sorta, yeah. I mean, they've definitely been better about it. Subspecies design has really just kind of only gotten better. A big issue is a lot of them from 3rd generation back are just subject to how subspecies used to be designed. I mean, we're in a day and age nowadays where subspecies absolutely do shine. So if they brought back, if Barioth was in this game and Sandbarioth was in this game, they would put a lot of work into them individually, and you would still get what you wanted. But I don't necessarily disagree with you that you totally could kind of be a little, I mean, that's what they did with Crimson Glow, right? Is they put Crimson Glow in, no core Volstrax. I'm not reverent to the fact that you need to have both in there. But the thing is, we just haven't had a lot of classic subspecies come back in 5th and 6th generation yet.
They know they're gonna have to do massive redesigns for a lot of them, honestly.
Yeah, it is a lot. It is a lot of work and investment, because like the most that we have really is like your Pink and Azure and then Black Diablos, which Black Diablos at least was pretty good. The Ornate Rats didn't really get much, but if you look at Monster Hunter 4 Ultimate, 4 Ultimate brought in a lot of first generation subspecies and was able to do some pretty interesting differentiation with them. Blue Kutku had some interesting stuff. Purple Gypsaros had some interesting stuff. Black Gravios got a lot of stuff. Black Gravios is infamous in that game. So you absolutely can do it, even with the ones that were designed to just be color swaps. There's absolutely potential in there. Blue Kutku being a physical fighter was an interesting choice. Dude, I mean, again, talking about the hardcores in Frontier, there's a lot of good ammunition for Blue Kutku nowadays. Honestly, most of those attacks would work just fine. Maybe you have to, like, slow them down, change them a little bit, but there's a lot of good stuff to work with that you can reinterpret. Good work with the gate. Ah, I should not have ran in there.
Me when the teacher gets mad at me for running in the hallway. Oh boy, 11 more charms and all of them rarity 5 and 6. Love to see it.
You can get some nutty shit off of a 6 sometimes.
This one's 3 points a quick sheet, so I can't complain too much. That's
Yeah,
pretty
that ain't
solid. Oh, I should have attacked that one. Whatever. I'll find it later.
Crimson Glow is literally just Rise Valstrax. Not okay. I've kind of thought about this back and forth. I think I disagree. He's different, and because he's a variant, and variant is usually something where they take the core concept and they push it and elaborate on it and kind of jack it up. With Risen Crimson Glow, the whole thing is about dragon energy, or Crimson Glow in general. It's about dragon energy excess. There's a pretty steep hike in the actual move pool between Crimson Glow and the base Valstrax. There's a lot more range elemental and also flight control that Crimson Glow has. If you put them in the same game, there'd be a lot of similarities, but that is also kind of the thing you run into with a lot of variants. Rusted Kushala has a lot of similarities. I don't know. I feel like you got to think about what other variants are and compare them to their base. I feel like some people think that Crimson Glow is just Valstrax because there isn't another Valstrax in the same game to compare them to, but the sheer amount of dragon output and dragon control that Crimson Glow has is extremely larger than the GU1 ever had, by like a lot. So I feel like if they were in the same game, he'd make a little bit more sense to be a variant. Because compare like the regular Devil Joe and Savage Devil Joe, and then regular Gore and Chaotic Gore. And then compare regular Valstrax and Crimson Glow Valstrax. I feel like the gaps really aren't that different. So no, I think I disagree with that. I used to agree with that opinion. I don't anymore. I disagree with it now. Fuck, this guy is satisfying to fight.
Gravios?
Oh, yeah.
I love Gravios in this game. Very fun.
Yeah, no, and it feels great that he can be scary and fight back a whole lot better. It feels great. What Rise Elder would you want to see in Master Rank? I'd like to see Malzeno and Ibushi. Rise Elder Dragon? I mean, I'll take Malzeno back in basically anything. I really liked him.
I just feel like they've locked themselves so hard into story with Malzeno.
Kind of. That's also what everybody said about Gore for a really long time. And then they just kind of put Gore in Sunbreak and put him in GU and no one really cared.
That's fair. I feel like Rise specifically is a bit more locked into the curio mechanic, though.
Yeah. Honestly, I would totally
Like
take
the
Primordial with
frenzy
no
is a core
transformations.
thing. I would too. I was about to bring that up. I think Primordial with no transformations would be perfect.
Yeah. Especially in this game, I think that would work really well. Malls could definitely come back. I feel like they'll find a way to make it work just because of how successful he was.
Yeah, for sure. I have no doubt we will see Malzeno again. Ibushi and Narwa, I don't know, but...
That would be a while.
Hell, I think it'll be a while before we even see Amatsu again.
Amatsu, yeah, probably. I think... Like, I feel like Geismagorm has, like, a chance to come back, but I feel like that wouldn't be until, like, a Monster Hunter Portable 7th or something along those lines. It'd be a while. Not impossible. I feel like they're definitely gonna... They kind of take their time bringing the big bosses back. That's a nice, big, hefty resource sink.
I mean, we still haven't even seen Lao back.
True. I mean, they have to, like, get Lao to actually be fun. That's the thing.
I saw this really cool video recently that covered that exact topic. I think you'd really like it.
That's all of those pickaxes done. They ain't bringing guys back for a while. Yeah, no, not for... I mean, if things like Gogmazios and Dalamador haven't come back yet, then, yeah, you're going to be waiting. Not impossible, but waiting, for sure.
I heard from the others.
So like I said, that's a lot of money. I mean, it is one of the benefits of the title update system, is they can have that time in that resource sink to flesh things out and do some fight quality for some big bosses that would not have got it otherwise if they were going to be in the main release. But at the same time, those big boys got to be a lot of money. A lot of money. The cliffs get in the way of bringing some ice monsters back. Some ice monsters back, yeah. I do wonder
A lot of ice monsters.
I do wonder if they'll realize that they kind of lock themselves in and either expand on it or do a secondary ice biome, because neither of those options... Expansion, I feel like, would be pretty unprecedented. A second biome with a lot of ice on it, I feel like, would be a little bit more in the realms of possibility.
You really think following up Iceborne as the expansion, they'll do another ice-themed expansion?
Maybe if it's a dual map one like Sunbreak was.
Oh, we gotta capture this. Don't kill it.
That or it's not 1000% an ice biome. Like, it has some kind of mix to it. Kind of like the... the Citadel was. We're closer to seeing Yama or White Fatalis on Amatsu. Oh, yeah. No, I feel like they're gonna go with the big boys that haven't been... Yeah, like... Base Fatalis and Amatsu probably gonna be out of rotation for a while. Fatalis maybe not so much, because that's like the BBEG of Monster Hunter. But like Amatsu, probably not so much. Let's do the new Doja one.
That's what I just finished doing.
Nice. Frozen Volcano for Wilds. I have been saying Frozen Volcanoes since before this game came out. I'm right there with you.
You have. You've been saying that for a while. It's another... I guess the beta mask is smaller? Huh. I need 6 of these tickets, so...
I wanted Jade Baroth for all of Iceborne. That would have been nice. It really would have
It
been.
would have been perfect, dude.
It really would have been. He would have fit great. Alright, Cap Quest. Dual Crimson Fatalis and White Fatalis quests. Well, the modders will definitely put that in at some point.
You know, they've only done it in 4 Ultimate. I'll say it again. I would really love to see the episodic event quests come back.
Those were fun. I like
think
those a lot, yeah.
I thought they were fun.
Let's have another hut with no surprises today.
Rocks.
The guild sent us supply items.
Rocks. Alright, gotta capture lion, bear boy.
If Iceborne was cold and Sunbreak was hot, Wild should be in the middle. Give me a temperate forest map. I mean, we kind of have one. I'd love to see like a Misty Peaks.
Something super mountainy. Yeah, that could be awesome.
Yeah, mountainy with a forest, I think would be perfect. Because we got this whole Suja area here, which could super easily just put an area here.
It's got a good vibe for it.
Expansion map, the back parking lot of a Dairy Queen. I'd be down. I fucking love Dairy Queen.
Someone has an idea now.
We get a Guardian Basil or Rajang, a Guardian whose invader instincts haven't been properly suppressed, so it goes to all the maps. I'd rather just see Basil or Rajang, honestly.
Yeah.
Instead of a new map for expansion, we just get a huge expansion to every map. Potentially.
Less likely, but a cool idea.
Yeah. New locale, Cleveland, Ohio. Alright. I like where your head's at. If they were to add any map to the expansion, I'm hoping for those ruins. Imagine dropping a building on Rathalos. Yeah, that'd be cool. Salt Lake, Utah.
Let's see. Skyforce would probably work, but a Mountain Valley would work as well. Yeah. Something a little bit more alpine, something a little cooler. Like, I think about the forests north of where we live. Because they mostly just kind of go with, like, rainforests. I feel like something a little bit more kind of Great Northern, like, conifer forest would work really well. Let's see. Basin quests. Flying Wyvern monster.
Gotta be honest, that was kind of sick.
9 stars. Do I have
Quack got a power clash in front of me while I was doing a great sword charge to just like block the hit and let me slam its face.
That's fucking sick.
Cinematic as hell. It was awesome. The expansion takes us back to the Elder's Recess. See, now there's a good idea, Moy. Thank you. Elder Dragons could cause second inclemency for each map. That'd be interesting.
That's another thing I've been saying for a while. What about a bug invader, considering that pound for pound bugs are very strong and versatile? Good work, yeah.
Not gonna say no. I think a bug brute wyvern would be cool.
Brugoot wyvern. It's just a stag beetle with fists.
Dude, that'd be sick.
I know, it kind of would be now that I said it. Dude, if it's just so, if it's like the Brachydios rig, but it's got the head of a beetle. What's my food timer at? 15 minutes? Ba, 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 ba. I think I left without someone again.
Oh, I got 3 tickets from that one. Hell yeah.
Good shit.
That never happens.
Spinosaurus Brute Wyvern with a scalding element would be fun. That's, yeah, I mean, that's probably like the most famous, like, big theropod dinosaur that they haven't really kind of gone into for a Brute Wyvern. You could do something sick as shit with Spino.
We got this. Good to have you.
Gosha tickets with lucky vouchers. That's good to know.
Nice.
Did you know throwing knives break that grab? Really?
That's cool. Shit, was late on that one. Good ol' Alterb support boy. Living lifeline.
Flashes don't work, but a little eye jab does. Flashes definitely can work. I've gotten that to work before. It's just, it's super dependent on where the flash jack lands. Brute with fist versus Bracky in a boxing match. Dude, I'd take it. A Brute would be awesome.
Appreciate that.
New Udra's immune to flash. Sure, there are monsters that are immune to flash, but you can use a flash pod to get out of a grab. Just because it doesn't work with 2 specific monsters doesn't mean it don't work.
Thank you for the 2 Raditz.
New Raditz is here?
He's been here.
Gross.
Yeah, he's no longer Burger Boy, so he's able to be around longer.
Shame.
Now he's Mr. Washy Washy from Family Guy.
He does dry cleaning?
No, he works in a car wash, but I've been calling him Mr. Washy Washy because I think it's funny.
Good to have you.
Raditz really trying to win in a conversation against Astro. He will always be Burger Boy to me. He'll always be Burger Boy in our hearts.
My controller is dying.
It's like watching 2 bags of trash argue. Jesus.
Ew, who said that?
Quack said that. If you look to your left, you'll see 2 naked guys fighting over a can of paints. Plus, everybody who's anybody knows you are only my favorite child so long as Shadow permits you to be. That goes for anybody.
Are you guys running a 9-star Nudra?
Yep, 9-star New Udra. I think it's a 9x4 New Udra and a 7x5 Rathalos.
Ooh, fun.
Yeah.
Oh, he's ready for capture. I gotta stop hitting him.
I'll draw his attention.
Oh, nice. I was going to go for the cap, but no need.
I love getting one ticket when I needed two. Let's run it back. Damn.
Flame gem on the first carve.
Nice. Big ups.
Yeah. I think he's got two tentacles that are... Are they trapped under him, or did they carve them already? I think I carved them already. That or they're inaccessible. Let me take a look real quick. Boop, beep. Yeah, okay, I think we're good.
Alright, I'm gonna run to the bathroom. I'll be back in a minute.
We got this.
Let's see.
We can give it more supply. Check your signals.
I need to watch Brother Bear with the commentary track. I don't... Okay. I'm gonna be honest, I don't think I ever plan on watching Brother Bear, period, so I don't think I really care to watch it with a commentary track. I think I watched that movie once when I was 6. Nice. Nice and clean. On the God, though, real good movie. Was it? I thought it was kind of like weird and stupid. Although that might just be like the Moose comic relief. I think we're fucking stupid. Lion King 1.5 was a banger. Lion King 1.5 was a really neat idea.
Oh, I just left it at someone's shit.
Been doing
Sorry,
a lot
whoever
of that
wasn't
today.
ready to...
Been doing a lot of that today.
I didn't even look to see which start option my thing was on. I just hit start really quickly.
No. Ooh, is that two? Is that a fire gem and a ruby? Fuck yeah. Dragon attack and guard. Okay. Let's see what we got.
Brother Bear is fine until he becomes a bear. Thank you, Noxious.
Well, yeah, isn't that's the part where like it kind of gets stupid, if I remember correctly. Because I remember I watched it at like my grandparents' house when I was like 7 or 8. I thought it was kind of dumb.
Like 5 minutes into the movie.
Oh, alright, here's one. A 2-slot, a 1-slot, 2 points of critical eye, and a point of weakness exploit on a 6.
That's pretty good.
That's pretty good. And then 2 rapid morph, a flare, and a 1. That's not nothing. Cool.
Is Rapid Morph good?
I have no idea. It was good in, like, Rise and Sunbreak. Or at least it felt nice in Rise and Sunbreak. Got those. Alright, only other weekly is 2 more basin quests. Bro said the movie should just be called Brother. That'd be funny if it's called Brother Bear, but like, because of a top-level decision, they cut out all the shit with the bears. Let's see. I like Aladdin more. Well, I mean, that's like part of the golden age Renaissance Disney movies of like the 90s. No,
Aladdin is like so fucking good. I'm a Hercules fan myself. I like Hercules a lot.
It's a good pick.
Banger soundtrack.
It's got Herculad in it.
It does have Herculad in it. It's my favorite character.
Maybe just run this one again, just to kind of chip away at it. Nuge is really fun and I'm not the hardest 9-star, so.
I don't think I've done that one yet, but I can't imagine it's a very difficult 9-star.
It's not, it's certainly not the hard. I mean, Gore is still the hardest thing in the game. Which I've been able to beat at this point. Okay, the singing lady.
Me trying to remember the name of the artist that's on at the grocery store.
Maybe if it was a live action, it was just a bear. I'm telling you, man. It's a bit from a while ago, but it'd be wicked funny. they could put Herculad into Smiling Friends. I don't know how could they would actually, it'd have to be like an off-brand, not Disney Hercules. But if they actually put someone called Herculad in Smiling Friends, I'd lose my mind. The trailer for season 3 is out, by the way. It looks great. I mean, it's Smiling Friends, of course it looks great.
I'm very excited.
Did you watch the trailer, or did you just see that it was up?
I did watch the trailer.
Dude, the best part by far is when the character from the first episode who was in the walls is just dead.
Nice to get 2 when you only needed 1. Same.
And then in the last one, you're gonna get 2 when you only needed 1.
That's what just happened. That's what we're talking about.
Oh, okay. I got it backwards in my head because I was reading chat.
Hey, have you seen the teasers for Mega Malamar? I saw they put out a ton of stuff about Malamar, but I don't think they've shown like an actual Mega for it yet.
Mega Victory Bell was so funny.
Dude, he's awesome. He's such a silly guy. Malamar is an interesting one because Malamar is a Pokemon that is so made by its ability being contrary that when they make it a Mega, I don't know what they could do to give it a different personality than that.
You gotta watch Smiling Friends. It looks so funny. It is funny. That is one of the best like comedy cartoons that's come out in a long time. The entire premise is just silly little creatures in semi-realistic scenarios with pretty realistic dialogue.
Something useful.
That Brazil episode makes me fucking crack up. I love the Brazil episode, and it's just a totally normal conversation about them being stuck in an airport because one of them fucked up the hotel planning. It's so goddamn funny.
Which from contrary to Moody for the meme, that'd be pretty funny. I know they'll never do it, but there are 2 things with Megas they could do that would make me genuinely happy. One would be giving a Mega to a not fully evolved Pokemon. I just think that would be funny. And 2, making a Pokemon just flat out worse.
That would be funny.
Like, both of those would be phenomenal, and they'll never do it.
With that second one, at least not on purpose.
I mean, it's more likely to happen if it's an accident, but it's way funnier if it's just like an intentionally worse version of a Pokemon.
Like they just give it Regigigas' ability for no fucking reason.
Yeah, exactly. Like its stats go down by 100 BST.
Is there any way to even get around that ability?
I mean, like you can, in doubles, you can skill swap it. You don't have a ton of like simple control over it. There's things that change or get rid of abilities, but they mostly rely on your opponent doing it to, and why would your opponent do that to you? So it's really only a like double strategy, but a lot of the legendary Pokemon are banned in typical doubles play. Mega Dunsparce. I am such a big advocate for Dunsparce, and I was telling my friend, our friend Steve, that I want Mega Dunsparce, and I want him to just have an extra body segment. And that if you have the 3-segment one, he gets just an additional body segment. I would never use another Pokemon again.
I still very fondly remember the day where we were doing that Pokemon Fusions game Pass and Play together, and we ruined Steven's day by taking Umbreon, one of his all-time favorites, and then fusing it with Dunsparce, and we called it Umpsparce, and then specifically we called it Umpsparce the Bastard, and we made it a fucking staller.
Imagine if Mega Malamar has a crazy broken ability with the same BST as Inkay. Yeah, like, someone in chat is autistic enough to be able to answer this question, but I think there's only 1 or 2 Pokemon that actually get a lower BST by evolving. And I don't remember what it is or they are. Someone here is gonna know. Body seconds to Dunsparce like a Lego set.
Yeah.
Give Regigigas a Mega that removes Slow Start, but you have to wait 5 turns before you can Mega Evolve him. You get past Slow Start by playing Legends Arceus. Fun fact, you can't. Regigigas is the only Pokemon in Legends Arceus with an ability.
That's hilarious. Why would they do that to him? I mean, like, 2 turns is one thing, but 5 is so long in that game.
It's crazy, yeah.
Is he even, like, that good when it wears off?
I mean, yeah, he's like, over 600 BST Pokemon. Uh, 670 BST.
That sounds like
That's
lot.
a shit ton.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Holy
But
shit.
Slowstart will have its attack and speed stats. So its BST for attack is 160, which will be halved to 80 for the first 5 turns. And speed will go from 100 to 50. Slowstart doesn't lower speed. I'm just reading the Pokemon website. Don't know what to tell you. PokemonDB.net. For 5 turns, Pokemon's attack and speed stats are halved. Does Slow Start not lower speed specifically in Legends Arceus? Interesting. BST stands for Bitch Central Time. Sure, that's close enough. Primal Xerneas and Yelvedel. Probably. I could definitely see that happening in this game. Most box legendaries have 680. Regigigas is really not that strong. It's not. It doesn't deserve to have a slow start at all. Hey Connor, I slept through the couple first half of stream. Can you do it again?
No.
Alright, you heard it here first. Forget about Megas. What Pokemon deserve new evolutions?
Charizard.
Interesting question.
but it's just another Char. It looks different, but it's still called Charizard.
Let me think. I mean, if they gave it an evolution, they could make Kamala not fucking useless. It's tricky because, like, you're asking what Pokemon deserves an evolution. You're also asking which Pokemon do you want to see able to use an Eviolite?
I gotta imagine there's a couple of cool ones that are just kind of laying around that are completely by themselves. Kind of like what they did with, like, Magmar, Electro, whatever the fuck Electrodude? Or whatever the fuck he was?
Electabuzz.
Electabuzz. Yeah. Just some dudes who've been fucking standing around by themselves without, like, anything to evolve into or out of. I gotta imagine there's some of those kicking around.
That's what I mean, though, because, like, some Pokemon, like Shuckle is a perfect example. Shuckle can never get an evolution. Do you know what the Eviolite item does?
Not exactly, no.
If a Pokemon that can still evolve holds it, they gain a 50% buff to their defense and special defense.
Okay. And that would just jack the
So
fuck
if
out of
Shuckle gets an evolution, Shuckle will never die.
Interesting.
Farfetch was a good one to get an Evo. It was. That was a good pick. I like Sarfetched. Could let Skarmory evolve. It's another one that doesn't need an Eviolite. I think Spindo would be a cool one. I think Lantern could get a good one. Yeah, I could see, like, Druddigan could get a decent one. Side tangent, I hate Electros' design from 6th gen and beyond. Why is he so small? He do get tiny. 100%. Mr. Mime. Mr. Mime get an evolution, or is it a, like, different evolution? Like a branching evolution?
I do not know.
Viper, Zangoose, and Druddigan. Those could be interesting ones.
Nice.
We got a Galar form which could evolve into Charlie Chaplin. Yeah, I remember that one. So specifically the Galar form can evolve, but not the... Is that just not treated as a regular evolution then? I don't know. Give Jinx an Evo that makes it a regular person. Give Jinx an evolution that just changes it back to its original color scheme.
Just a photorealistic person. Alright, nothing too crazy that go around.
The one that mimics Pikachu. Mimikyu? Maybe. That might be a tricky one.
I think it'd be wicked funny if they I don't know what they'd call it, but if they did Mimikyu evolution, but it's just a Raichu instead. That could be funny.
Mega Jinx is just Mr. Popo. Mikyu's such a good name for a Pokemon. It is.
Alright, I'm gonna be right back.
Alright, chat. I know it's been a long time, but you know what that means. Connor leaving means it is in fact question time. Ask any question you want. I will answer as many as I can before Connor gets back. When Connor gets back, no more questions. The stupider the question, the stupider the answer. Go! Give Runerigus an Evo that has a standard Evo method. Yeah, that's fair. First rule of Popo's training. God, it's been so long since I watched that. Phalanx Evo that's a Trojan horse, that'd be fun. Does it clap? No, it's got no hands. What Pokemon would you want to make have an Eviolite? Depends. Am I using it or against it? Because that's going to determine if my answer is Stuckle or not. Got a funny story for Nate. Alright. Wait till question time is over, Iron Kaiser, and then we can do your story. What Mega Evolution do you want to see? Honestly, there's a couple, but I really want to see Flygon. I'm a big Flygon fan. Other than that,
what
like...
time do I got? 8:15, or 8:45, rather.
Connor, what Pokemon do you want to see have a Mega?
What do I want to see have a Mega Evolution? Man, what's some cool ones? Does Skarmory have one?
No.
That'd be kind of cool. I don't know. My answers are limited. I don't know much past 4th gen particularly well. I feel like it'd be a menace, but like a Mega Garchomp could be kind of neat.
That exists.
That exists? Okay.
Yeah.
What about
That's
Sharpedo?
not terribly good, but it does exist. That also exists.
Fuck. Abomasnow?
Dude, there's like... Yeah, that also exists.
Shit! Fuck. Okay, back to Skarmory.
So there's 1,025 Pokemon, and about 50 of them have Mega Evolution.
They just keep picking all
just hit 3.
They just keep hitting all the markedly cool ones, huh? Fuck. What's the green one with like the battle axe head?
Green one with the battle axe head.
I think it's like a dragon type. It's kind of like a dinosaur-y looking guy. It's not
What generation
Haxorus,
it's from?
is it?
Oh, yeah, that would be Haxorus.
How about that one?
The Gen 5, that one does not.
Yeah, I got
There you
one. I only remember him because he was on my team in Sword and Shield.
How do you fix sleeping problems? Please help me, Nate. As someone who often has sleeping problems, it kind of depends on what your problem is. I know my big thing is I tend to overheat in my sleep, which is super uncomfortable, but that's kind of an issue. Like if I'm having trouble staying asleep, A lot of times my more common issue is having trouble falling asleep, which a lot of times what I struggle with is like my brain just won't stop going, and it's just kind of bouncing from this to this to this to this to this to this, and just won't stop and won't let my mind actually fall asleep. What I found doesn't always work, but counting your breaths and trying to keep a very set rhythm to how you're breathing tends to help me. So like, I forget what the actual pattern is. What's important is you're maintaining a rhythm of your breaths more than like a specific rhythm. A lot of people will say you do breathe in for 4 seconds, hold it for 7, release for 8, is I think what people say. That's never worked well for me. I just try to take long, deep, slow breaths and count my breaths like in seconds while I do it, and that tends to help. I definitely recommend trying that first and seeing how that works.
A piece of advice that I know is sound, but I personally struggle to follow is you definitely also want to limit the amount of blue screen lighting that you're looking at before you go to bed, because that can definitely fuck you up quite a bit. So looking at a TV or a phone, phones especially, because those are going to be wicked close up to your face, or a laptop or something, and then you go to bed, that's going to fuck things up. I struggle with that too. I know that that's the case, but I still mess with it. But if you can get a hold of that, that can help. Also, just like white noise does help, especially if you do try to focus on it. I found that to often be pretty helpful.
See, I found white noise does not work for me.
Yeah, I mean, it's always going to be something different for different people. It does work for me.
I will recommend to you, you can set your devices for a timer for night mode. So they'll just shift into a low blue light mode. And I do that, and that also helped a lot when I started doing it. Definitely recommend it. I think my work computer is set to permanently be night mode. I'm always using it. But my phone is typically, if there's no light outside, I will manually throw my phone into night mode.
Yeah, screen usage before bed is something I definitely struggle with. I know it definitely doesn't help. Usually what I'll do if I'm trying to, like, I'll kind of combo it, is I'll put on white noise or, like, something to that extent on my phone, but then I'll also have it so that it's long enough that I then don't have to pick it up and then look at my phone to change something.
That's fair.
Like, I won't be
intentionally
looking at it.
sleep with my phone on the other side of my room.
Yeah.
So I would need to get out of bed to, like, use it for any reason. I will also recommend stay hydrated.
Yeah, I mean, that's just good in general. Humans haven't made any drinks better than regular water anyway, so at least as far as I'm concerned.
Say getting the color changing smart bulbs that go warmer in the evening helps. I did not know those exist, but that's a really good idea. In my room, the ceiling light in my room has like 4 individual lamps that I can like pull to like different areas, like I can kind of direct them. And I've just unscrewed the light bulbs in 2 of them.
Make the interior of the building you live in cold. From my experience, it makes... Yeah, I mean, sometimes even if it's not, like, the hottest on, I'll have an AC on or a fan on really low. It is usually much easier for me
so much better when it's cold.
Oh, yeah. I think that's just a universal thing, honestly.
Like I said, I will literally wake up in the middle of the night overheating, drenched in sweat. Like, it's just awful. It is not a fun experience. So when it's cold out, it's so nice because I will just sleep through the night and not even have any concerns. But the tricky point for me is the transition where it's kind of too cold to justify turning on the AC, but it's still too hot for me to comfortably sleep.
Yeah.
So it's like a window in the spring and the fall that's always the worst, but you know, it's been a while since we streamed chat. How are all of you guys doing? Another chance to just talk with chat for a while. I know a lot of you guys have started school since our last stream. I hope that's going well for you.
Yeah, and not everybody can catch the
who's either
weekday
not,
stuff.
Yeah, whoever is not in school or is out of school, I hope everything's going well for you guys too. Been a fairly cold end of August. It's been pretty nice.
Yeah, not bad at all.
I'm waiting for the weather to drop like 10 more degrees. It'll be perfect. You get your friend into Rise? Nice. You're doing bad? I'm sorry to hear that, Quack. Hopefully things turn around soon. Doing good and all that? Nice. Do I spread joy and whimsy?
You could call it
I mean... It's... How do I want to phrase what's in my head? It's hard to say you're spreading joy because everyone has a different opinion of what brings them joy. So, if you think what you are doing is spreading joy and whimsy, then sure, you are spreading joy and whimsy. But not everyone may agree with you. Very cold for September. I think it's been pretty warm for September here.
It's the 80s where I am.
Toast can now legally drink. Yo, wet toast. Nice.
Ah.
Doing okay. Had a D&D session the other day where someone became the king of the kobolds. Nice. Back in college, now I finally know what to do for the rest of my life. Blue collar work, because I am not cut out for college. Specifically plumbing.
Honestly,
hey, they're
extremely respectable.
Trades are a great option, man. Very underrated. Doing alright. Making a lot of copies. Oh, print shop I work at. Nice. Just got the high rank and he's been using the dual blades. Dual blades are fun in that game. $5 from Psychotic Gesture. Hey, I'm getting some Taco Bell. What should I get? Also, thanks for the entertaining stream while I play through Silksong.
Let's see. Taco Bell's got a lot of good options. Honestly, I don't know what your palate is when it comes to Taco Bell. When it comes to like Mexican food in general, I like my meat, cheese, a type of sauce. You know what I usually get? I like getting the potatoes mixed in with whatever I get, especially if I'm not even especially. I mean, just kind of in general, whatever I get. I really like their quesadillas. It's not the cheapest thing on their menu, but their quesadillas are good. I don't know. I'm kind of with Taco Bell. I just kind of know what my order is. I don't really kind of jump around. If Austin was here, Austin's tried that whole fucking menu. Yet again, another thing that we need Austin for, and lamentably he's not here. There's an item on there It's called the grilled cheese burrito. Fucking fantastic. Very filling, very stuffed. Also not the cheapest thing on that menu, but it's wicked good. It's just a fucking burrito with cheese melted on top of it. It's great.
Nice. Really? Damn, I always mix potatoes into my Taco Bell order. Nice.
Yeah, I do too. I think those potatoes they got in there, those are great.
Life is good. Managed to build up enough trust with your local pigeons to hand feed them. Now just grinding a ton on Frontier. Good times.
Sick.
Nice. As predicted, exactly what I didn't want to happen just happened. I got DC'd. If I need to get abducted into the void to do this, I'll do it. I'm not losing this lobby spot. Is the lobby even full?
I have no idea.
I haven't even looked. We're only at 13 to 16.
Yeah, I was gonna say we only have like 50 people in here, so that usually means we have a whole bunch of people that are just watching. We usually don't hit a full lobby until we got like 70 people.
Just gonna assume Austin is stuck in another dimension, like in Gravity Falls.
He's probably just
know
got.
what he's up to tonight. He just said he's busy. I think he's working.
He might, yeah, he might just have work stuff today. He said he
just started a new
might
job
be able to
recently.
come by later, but he didn't really have any promises. So we might see him later on. We might not. Up to him.
Only thing I've had from Taco Bell is a taco, and it was probably 18 years ago. Honestly, I've only had Taco Bell when one of these guys has just shown up and given me Taco Bell.
True.
I've never gone to a Taco Bell to get food.
One of my favorite stories still is when Joe smuggled Taco Bell into a movie theater that we were at. He was acting. I mean, to be fair, the movie theater wants you to buy their food, but he was acting like he was like smuggling drugs into the fucking movie theater. No, it was just Taco Bell. It was hilarious.
Yeah, that is. I can think of one other time I've had Taco Bell than that. I think I've only had Taco Bell twice.
Yeah, Taco Bell was always like a big Josh and Austin thing, and there was a point in time where I hung out with Josh and Austin like 2 times a week, so I got very acquainted with Taco Bell after having not gone to it my entire life. But hey, I mean, you can't really go wrong with like cheese, meat, a sauce, and like various other things wrapped up in bread and then grilled. You can call that combination basically whatever you want, and it's gonna work out for you.
Best fast food.
Best fast food?
It's kind of tricky. I think Wendy's is really solid. Just kind of all around. I think Wendy's is pretty solid.
Yeah.
Like,
Of the 3 big burger places, it is the best one.
yeah, I mean, like, what constitutes fast food? Or are we talking like chain restaurants that aren't really dedicated sit-down restaurants? I guess.
I feel
probably
like
put
you
Dave's
need to have a
Locker up there.
drive-through to qualify as fast food. Like, I wouldn't call... Like, Five Guys is also pretty quick, but I wouldn't call Five Guys fast food.
Is our metric a drive-through? If that's the case, like, Wendy's is pretty solid. Best is pretty solid. After the hell that is the United States airport, how's it hanging? Welcome back, Murdoch. Hopefully, whichever airport you at wasn't too bad.
Sometimes it's a coin flip.
Yeah. If there isn't a waiter, it's fast food. There we go. Okay.
Okay.
I'd probably Dave's Hot Chicken. Dairy Queen. Dairy Queen's good, but it's not Dave's Hot Chicken. In the Midwest, Culver's is the best. I don't think I've tried Culver's.
DQ's got cheese curds. That honestly bumps it up quite a bit. I do wish they kept the chicken, like the parm garlic chicken on the menu though. Because it was basically exactly the parm garlic. It was honestly, it's probably the same sauce. They probably just bought the parm garlic Buffalo Wild Wings sauce from fucking Market Basket and they put it on their chicken because it tasted the exact same, but that one's just so much closer to where we live. So I'd love to go to Wild Wings. I've been fiending for Wild Wings, but it's like it's a hike.
It's a little bit of a hike. CR-Volcanic. Hey Stan, welcome in.
Hello.
I feel like it's been a while since I've seen Stan on a stream.
Blast function and defense booster part breaker.
Culver's also has cheese curds. That's fair, but there's no Culver's near us.
True.
That is not a New England brand.
Yeah, so we have no comments.
I will say when I travel, I do try to get my coworkers to go to a fast food place with me, but I'm not always successful.
You and Austin do need to get me to Dave's Hot Chicken because every time it gets brought up, you two have had it, I haven't.
Oh,
every time it gets
every time
it gets brought up, you both are like, "Oh my god, Dave's Hot Chicken!" Like, all right, we got to carve out time. We got to go at some point.
It's so good.
I believe you. I believe you. I just haven't gone. And then you brought up that one place when you were texting me yesterday. I'm like, fuck, I want that sandwich again. Low-key, I was hoping that you're like, yeah, I wanted to go back again, but then you said, like, I was recommending it to a friend. I'm like, okay, that's fine.
Funny enough, where you live, there's a chain called Cheese Curds. I bet it's amazing.
I mean, you'd hope that they'd get it right if they named this place after them.
And I'm telling you, there's no better cheese curds than Wisconsin. There's like a league of its own in just cheese curds.
I'd assume so, yeah.
Got 2 grilled cheese burritos since you haven't eaten all day.
Nice. Yeah, I mean, those shits are fucking filling, but it's filled with a lot of good stuff.
I have an exasperated hatred for people, or videos of people eating fast food in their car. I mean, understandable. Who the hell would watch that?
Enough people, I suppose. Not me. I don't see the appeal of, like, food channels kind of just in general.
That's the kind of shit I would immediately hit don't recommend this channel.
I bet someone out there probably has made something interesting in that subgenre, but like, I don't want to watch you eat food.
I feel like there's a very distinct line though. If it's someone who's like, oh, I went to McDonald's and I'm putting 3 McChickens inside a Big Mac and trying it in my car. It's like, I don't give a fuck. But then there's channels like Binging with Bobbish, which is just a completely different scope of food YouTube.
Yeah.
I feel like it's hard to compare. Does Panda Express count as fast food? It does, but I've never tried Panda Express. That's another one that's just not in our area. What's Dave doing to make his chicken so hot? They sell one that uses Reaper pepper in as the seasoning. You need to sign a waiver to be able to order it. Channels that make food, not just eating food. See, there you go. Beginning Dave's hot chicken ads, and one of the clips they use are people recording in their front seat. I mean, if their chicken wasn't so damn good, I wouldn't watch it.
Yeah, that's probably like to create the quote-unquote authentic experience type of thing. Like, these are what the real customers had to say about this chicken. Like, I don't care.
I'm a normal person, just like you, who's not being paid for this.
Oh my god, dude, when they do that for car commercials, like, this is the fakest shit in the world. I do love, because I remember when a bunch of car companies were doing commercials like, these are real customers for this car and not paid actors. And they're at, like, the fucking, like, car Metroplex or whatever, like, being, like, toured around. I'm like, yeah, sure, this is super genuine. But then someone
I know what you mean.
someone, like, really badly edited them, like, green screened themselves into it. And it's just some, like, dickbag from New York. It's like... It's like calling the car salesman a piece of shit.
What kind of car do you think this is? Well, considering the building says Mazda when I walked up to it, I think it's a Mazda.
Speaking of fast food and commercials, you can very easily find compilations of these, but Jack in the Box used to make... I've never been to them, ever. I don't know where the fuck they are. But they used to make some fucking wacky-ass commercials. Like, they were really funny. Back in, like, the 90s. They had one, if you've seen any of them, it's probably this one, where they, like, because they'd get, like, a guy in, like, a suit and tie, but he'd have, like, the Jack in the Box logo, just, like, big mascot head on, and they break into a dude's house who, like, said that Jack in the Box was, like, bad or whatever, and then he, like, chased him out into his backyard and pinned him to the grass in the middle of the night. To, like, force a confession that he thought Jack in the Box was actually good food. I'm like, this is hilarious. I think when they were starting that advertisement campaign, they did one where, like, the Jack in the Box mascot blew up the board of directors for the company. I love those commercials. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. You've seen those. The only car commercial I've ever cared about was Deal-tastic Me. You know what else bugs me about car commercials? There's a whole bunch of them where they have, like, absolutely fucking nothing to do about cars for 90% of the commercial. They're just trying to, like, create an emotion in you, and then they, like, stick a car at the end of that commercial to, like, you feel this emotion about our car. And, like, none of this commercial. I have no idea what you were... If I'm watching a commercial and I don't know what it's selling me, I am at the point where I immediately think it is a car commercial, because that's just what they do with car commercials. And, like, 70% of the time I'm right. I do have 2 slots open at the moment.
In one of those Jack in the Box commercials, they got a buff guy as the actor to threaten Burger King.
I think I remember that, yeah.
Remember those old Pop-Tart ads where humans repeatedly trick and eat living Pop-Tarts alive?
Yep.
I do remember those.
I remember those. Those were, like, kind of morbid, but really funny. When they were, like, disguised toasters as a whole bunch of different shit. Yeah, I remember. There was also, I forget what, was it Crave cereal? Where, like, the whole advertisement campaign was that, like, the cereal tasted so good that it became cannibalistic and was, like, eating one another. I think that was Crave cereal.
That was Cinnamon Toast Crunch.
That was Cinnamon Toast Crunch, yeah. Yeah, they just had Psycho Cinnamon Toast Crunch that were murdering each other because Cinnamon Toast Crunch tasted so good. Old commercials are kind of nostalgic, honestly. They were just more, they felt like they were just more interesting back in the day. Cinnamon Toast Crunch was the one where they eat each other.
I feel like old commercials were, I'm gonna use the word unhinged.
Yeah.
But it's not really unhinged. It's now just like new commercials are just, oh, well, the algorithm says we should do it this way. And everyone goes, oh, great. Everyone does it this way.
Yeah.
And no one gives a fuck about commercials anymore. Like, commercials have lost all whimsy.
I know, a lot of corpo shit is just wicked fucking. It was always corpo shit, but something happened in the 2010s where it just got super sterile, and I don't really know why. Sucks though.
Hershey's Kiss Christmas commercial has been the same thing since I was born. Murdoch, they've been running that ad since the 60s.
That one's classic, though. You really don't need to change that one.
Like, old Goldfish commercials had actual storyline and seasons and shit. I forgot they did that. That was weird.
Yeah, commercials sometimes did storylines. It wasn't like the most common thing ever, but I remember it happening. Cereal did that sometimes.
Yeah, cereal used to do it a lot. It was a big cereal mascot kind of thing.
Yep. I think I remember,
Some
like...
companies would rag on each other, yeah.
I think I remember, like, Toucan Sam would have, like, a plot, basically. Remember you'd be excited for Super Bowl commercials? Yeah, those used... Now it's just, like, quirky celebrities being not funny. Those actually used to be pretty good. Now they're just like, hey, it's Brad Pitt, and we paid him $75 million to be a fucking autistic goober for 6 seconds. Buy Doritos.
You're the only one who can manage this quest, Hunter.
Wendy's the last veteran of that, but they only do it on Twitter. See, but because Wendy's started doing that, there's so many companies that just copied Wendy's now. I think I can tell you the last good Super Bowl commercial I saw.
I don't know.
It's been years. Actually, you know what? I think I can, because it was for pistachios.
Right, we were
And
talking... this came up recently.
We were talking about this recently, yeah. Because it was a pistachios commercial with, I think it was John Oliver. And it was basically just like, pistachios are so good, they speak for themselves. I don't even need to say anything. And then they ran another commercial, and then the next one was back to John Oliver, all decked out in green. It was like, studies have shown that in the last 15 seconds, sales for pistachios haven't gone up. Go buy pistachios now!
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Like, that was funny. That was really clever. Celebrity commercials suck horse dung quite heavily. Quite the tongue twister. I like it. Remember when Mr. Peanut died and left his son to the orphan system?
Yes, I do remember when they killed off Mr. Peanut. That was like 2 years ago.
I remember that, yeah. new AI NFL promo is so bad.
I'm sure it is.
I've been saying this for such a long time. Fucking the word AI gets thrown out as this fucking buzzword at companies, and I hate it so much. Like, it understands what it actually means to use AI, and I think public response to AI generated shit is finally getting the point across.
On that note, we are going to be making an AI Sam so that he can be on screens again.
That is true. I think Matt's finishing up the test on that. If he's good today, we might see AI Sam as early as this stream. We'll see.
Yeah, I mean, it's a bit of a long shot, but we might be able to get AI Sam on this stream.
Best AI is the Mario 1-1 Koopa. Nobody knows the difference between generative AI and learning AI? Yup. Got to the point where if I see an AI ad, I immediately assume it's a scam. That's fair.
That's, yeah.
Most AI systems are just advanced autocorrect. Most AI systems are, I'm telling this to run a code, and it's just going to repeat running that code until it completes it. And the way the generative AI works is just, I think based on internet searches that this might look like this, and I'm just gonna put it there. And it's dumb, honestly.
Yeah. I don't really blame or hate AI though. I mean, it's just a computer programming doing what it was told to do. I think I think some like AI tech bro type of people are mad annoying.
AI is so great. Why can I beat Xenoshiba? I think we're a couple years from having like genuinely good uses for AI. I think AI programming in Monster Hunter would go kind of crazy for monster responses. Programming an AI to act as the monster's actions and reactions. That's essentially what they have already. So I'm sure it will just help them in that process. My problem is when AI gets thrown out as this cover-all words to just fix things. It's like, oh, well, AI can do that. It's like, all right, then explain how you intend to tell AI to make that happen. And they can't, because they don't fucking understand what they're talking about.
Some newfangled buzzword type shit, yeah.
It's literally what it is. It's industry buzzword that people don't actually know what the fuck they're talking about. But they think it's gonna fix all their problems. So I had that interaction last year. I was attending a conference for my company, and the president of my company and the vice president of my company pulled me aside. They were like, hey, our friend wrote this article and she can't attend the conference, but we wanted to ask that since you're going, if you could read it in her stead and just say like, this is so-and-so's thing they wanted me to read. And it was literally just like, we should just use AI to fix this issue that I've seen. It's just, I told them no. I'm like, I'm not reading this buzzword bullshit. She like clearly has an idea and doesn't know what the fuck she's talking about, and I'm not gonna make a fool of myself by standing in front of a large crowd and reading this.
Very fair.
year, a Netflix exec came in talking about how AI would eliminate borders, and my professor asked what they'll do if they need to change a character design, and he froze. That's actually really funny. But that's exactly it. Like, it's... People look at AI like it's magic.
Yep.
When
It's
they
not.
genuinely don't know what they're doing or what they're talking about. But because it's such a new thing, one, not enough people know about it, so people are just coming along and using this buzzword to build up interest in things, and they don't know what they're doing, they don't know what they're talking about, but to them, they're just paying some nerd to figure out an idea they had.
Mm-hmm.
It's stupid, because people don't know what the fuck they're doing. I think we'll eventually hit a point where AI can successfully do a lot of these things that people are talking about, but we're not at that point. The level the technology's at is like the Wright brothers airplane, and you have these tech guys in here trying to explain it like it's AC-137. Motherfucker.
More supplies have been added.
Bro, what the fuck?
What, you get beat
I'm
up by
sorry, I
something?
genuinely don't know how that killed me.
Yeah.
I had 90% of my health holding my block with my greatsword, and that attack still killed me.
What are you fighting?
It was a 9-star gore, but it was just one of the shadow explosions on the ground.
Hmm. Yeah, I mean, that does... Yeah.
That does a lot of damage, but with a shield up, that shouldn't have taken 90% of my health. That's fucking absurd.
Hmm.
I remember being really worried about my job prospects when generative AI got a big boom your freshman year. Now you're a senior and you know that you're going to be just fine. Yeah. Yeah.
Don't worry, Murdoch. I'll hire you to do fucking cool shit for me.
Like, wash my car.
No, I have Raditz for that.
If it was on the ground, it might have snuck its hitbox behind the block. Potentially. The only weird thing that might have happened in the interaction is I was against a wall. So I almost question if it was a multi-hit explosion. And the first one bounced me into the wall, and that, for some reason, fucked up my guard on the second hit. It was me who died? Yeah, it was me who died. That was kind of stupid, I'm sorry. Shadow explosion hit your back, which is unguarded. Again. That was probably it. But I had my back to a wall, so I feel like that's really stupid. Zex just wanted a level where they can profit most, like how robots can automate how some factories work. Funny thing is, like, the 10 million robot that sorts out the freight 24/7, but it still breaks. Yeah. Cord glass or wonky hitboxes to begin with. I still feel bad. Sorry about that. Ugh.
And dead.
Yeah. There are great uses for AI, but it's... The real advantage of AI is in a data sorting sense. That's really where you're going to see the biggest advantage of it to start. Sure, there's generative for, like, making images or trying to get it to do something like ChatGPT, but at the end of the day, the best thing you're going to get is something that can sort massive amounts of data quickly. And what you're going to end up getting is, yes, I have all this data. It's going to take a human months to sort this and get it to a usable point of, like, understandable information. Or I can get this AI to do it and have it done a lot faster. And the human can work on something else in that time. So...
I just realized this is the first time I've seen 99% of the Bone Boys on stream in a while. Attaboy, Murdoch. I see you. Attaboy.
Another copy of that quest if you want to run it back. Sure, I'll hop in. I'm gonna try my damnedest to not fuck it up for you guys this time. Iceborne that you call BS on constantly for stupid attacks that shouldn't have hit me at all or got through a block. Yeah. Blocking is always so weird in this game. Like, you'd think it's super straightforward, and then it just, like, doesn't work, ever.
The damage chip if you don't perfect block is kind of crazy. At least with, like, the 9 stars.
Light range time. Fair enough.
Yeah, Guardian Angel all terms guy, yeah.
Helldiver stream when?
I'd like to do one
Question.
soon. I would love to do one soon. Because that new update just dropped. And I have been in the mood to play. You know he wants to because Sam asked us to play at some point soon. I think Austin and I were talking about that on stream on Wednesday. It's like, Sam asked us to play something that wasn't No Man's Sky, so, like, you know he's serious. Early.
I'm down, but I'm not gonna, like, off rip, I'm not gonna act like I'm not the weakest link in that party.
Whatever, dude. We'll just do 4s. We'll have fun with it. Honestly,
Oh,
I think
fuck.
Sam's like level 8 in that game. I just want to play Helldivers with the boys, honestly. God, Rattles is so fucking good in this game. I love this fight.
He's really good in this game. New HDD stuff is amazing. So much harder. Yeah, see that's where I struggle. I'm not good at shooter games, chat.
I mean, there's a couple of times where we've played Helldivers to get, like, really kind of test ourselves. A lot of the time playing Helldivers, we're really just griefing each other and playing the game just to be fucking goofballs. The game does both really, really well.
My favorite Helldivers moment is when Steve and I accidentally killed you.
That did not feel like an accident. That felt like you got orders
it
from on
felt
top and
premeditated.
had a coordinated, premeditated assassination of me.
Just fucking died. We were just running in a straight line, chat. All three of us. Connor was in the middle.
Nice work, Hunter.
And
Let's
just
head back.
within half a second of each other, our friend Steve punched him in the back of the head just because he could. And I turned around and kicked him in the face just because I could.
You had just this synaptic
in under
connection.
a quarter of a second. Less than a quarter of a second, Connor went from alive to dead with no say in the matter.
Dude, I got like fucking order 66. Dude, like there was no community. It was silent. It was silent in the call. And then I got double tapped twice and got my fucking chest cavity kicked in by my squad mates, and then I was left for dead out in the grass. When we got those like constitutional rifles, we also killed each other a lot with those, because you could just one tap blow each other's heads off with those things. I remember one or two times where I even like just whipped around, no scoped, and killed somebody with it. I think, one of my all-time favorite moments in that game was when a bunch of us were playing around with the mechs. I had the one that I think was dually autocannons, and Jake was walking around in his mech, and I just popped one singular autocannon shot, and I blew the rocket arm off of Jake's mech, and he had no idea it happened. No idea it happened until he got into a fight and says, "Why aren't my missiles shooting?"
There was one where you and I were both in those, and someone we were playing with was just like 200 feet from us, also in a mech, and you and I were just taking pot shots, knocking off his arm.
Yep.
And he just had no idea it was happening. I also just got disconnected from this quest. I am so fucked.
Damn.
It's a 9-star gore and 5/9 gore and 5/9 Arkveld.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah, and I'm now in solo. I'm so boned. Oh good, Nursula, save me.
Some Helldivers streams would be really good.
Oh,
Especially
everyone
with-
DC? Damn.
Oh, yikes. Yeah, I've been getting that with the quest I just ran. I mean, I was fine because it was just a fucking Rathalos, but... Yeah, no, I wound up getting some people DCing from mine. Have fun, Nate.
Good
Yeah.
luck. Thank you.
Is it time for funny quests now? Why not? Sure.
I feel like I can handle a gore, but when this thing can just one-tap me for funsies, like, there's only so much I can do about that. There's only so many pot shots I can take on accident.
Need to play Helldiver and Space Marine? Yeah, no. I mean, it's just two really fucking good sci-fi action buddy games. Yeah, I should have that melding ticket. I just think I'm gonna just pop it and get some tallies. I get yelled at because I like playing sniper if I play randoms and Helldivers. You know what? Honestly, one of my favorite things to do for a little while was to just kind of chill out for a little bit. And I do like bot 3s. And I'd go with just like the anti-material rifle and the ammo bag. And I just like snipe their headquarters and whatnot and play like some like Black Opsy recon type of dude. It was fun. It was really fun.
Give it a try. I hope it suits your taste.
Let's see. Anything interesting? Guard up.
Astonished you got one shot past Adamant Pill, Nate. That shouldn't happen unless your base armor value is low. I got 420 defense on this set, so I'm not that low. I know they upgraded the armor cap since I fully upgraded this armor, but...
Are you looking for something?
I'm not quite at max.
Yep. That one.
How did I get one shot? Dude, I don't know. I don't know what to tell you, man. Even with that much defense, I'm still losing, like, 90% of my health on random hits.
I hope it suits your taste.
Critical element, protective polish, and a weakness exploit. That's interesting.
Are you looking for something?
Thank you, old lady. Yikes. There's no 2s on there.
Guess I had Frenzy debuff? I've been trying to stay on top of having the buff from Frenzy. So I'm running 2-piece Gore.
Let's see. Did Kaiser post anything? know he said he wanted to do fucking silly quests. Is this it? Yeah, I think this is it.
Fuck. Alright. That's second death, I think. Still haven't gotten your third ticket for the Jawblade Greatsword. That is unfortunate. Those things are not easy to get.
Come on over.
Apologize for the sounds for the moment. Just sending a text.
Apologize for the silence. I'm trying not to fucking die. You boys locked the fuck in at the moment.
Anyone know how to encounter Wild the Guy? Chris, I've seen Seregios out, but never a laggy in the forest. I mean, you can do the like the resting reset if you want to, but I mean it'll just show up. After an hour of hunting shiny Galar Slowpoke. Cool.
Oh, I died. Damn.
We got this. Good to have.
Oh, it looks like I got one more life.
Let's have another hunt with no surprises today.
Someone ate for insurance or something.
I guess so. I still have a fucking 5/9 arc build to do after this. Dude, there's no way.
No.
I don't even think I'm gonna survive through Gore.
At least if you do beat Gore, that's not impossible.
No, see, like I know as long as I don't die, I will kill Gore. Like I'm just keeping my damage up. I've played enough Greatsword, and specifically like Crit Draw Greatsword, to know that if I just keep picking at a monster, it will die. And he pinned me. Fuck me.
Eek.
Oh, and I got the fucking debuff. Damn it. It has a monstrous health pool, but as long as I keep doing damage to it, it will die.
This is true.
I wonder if I could shoot an SOS flare. That's probably a bad idea.
It's a coin flip, that's for damn sure. I don't know. If you can't read their names, good chance you're gonna win.
Well, if I can shoot an SOS flare, the likelihood is because I DC'd. No, it won't let me. because I DC'd, I would likely only get Hunter Helpers.
Yeah. Oh, here they are.
And I died.
Sad.
Alright. Dad.
You did your best.
I think I'm ever gonna survive this through gore. Yeah, that's how it tends to work. 9/5 Seragios and 9/4 Raidao.
Cool. $500 Doshagumas. Yeah. I mean, we're nearing that. I remember someone describing this quest to me when I was on a call, so I think I know what's going to happen later.
Hey, lurkers who are playing Silk Song, how do you like it so far?
Yeah, true, actually. That's a good question. Because that's like the big fat fucking thing right now. So much so that it crashed multiple game stores because they didn't have pre-orders.
I'm curious if it's gonna get the Game of the Year nomination.
I mean, I feel just kind of by, like, pedigree alone, it's almost a shoo-in. Unless they fucked it up really bad, which I've heard a couple of people say they didn't like it, but I don't know if that was just, like, a contrarian thing, or if it had, like, actual issues. I really don't know.
I haven't seen enough about it. I genuinely have no idea if it's good or not.
Yeah.
With Game of the Year, they really only tend to ever nominate one indie game for some reason.
Because that's the only one they play.
If this is good, this would get a lot of votes because everyone likes Hollow Knight. I really think Blueprints should get the indie nomination for Game of the Year because that's like the greatest game ever made.
Mm.
E33 is the clear winner. I've heard good things about E33, but I really don't know anything about it.
That was, yeah. I mean, that got
I've heard
talked
people
up
like it,
a
though.
ton earlier this year. Well, they
My vote's
spawned
still
more.
Blueprint. I love Blueprints. That game is so good.
I wish I had a mod where I had unlimited Wyvern Fire so I could just downrange the Doshagumas over and over again. They're not even hitting me.
What does that even mean?
I don't know. I just blow them up.
I really think Blueprint should get nomination for Game of the Year. Silly little tinkering goblins in their workshop deep in the caves. Heck, what are you on?
Yeah, what the fuck does that even mean?
That's the thing, like, I don't know how good Silk Song is, but if it gets nominated, everyone's gonna vote for it. The question is, does it deserve the nomination for Game of the Year? E33 is the greatest game ever.
Some
Like,
people
again,
were
I know
acting like it.
Nothing about it. Literally nothing about that game other than people seem to like it.
I know it's a French turn-based strategy game. Or, not turn-based strategy. I mean, it's turn-based RPG.
Game of the Year is clearly Anthem.
Yeah, dude. 5 years running.
Clearly you guys are forgetting about Indiana Jones and the Great Circle. The game that definitely came out this year and not last year. I know about E33 is that Charlie Cox is in it. I don't know who that is, Murdoch.
The guy who plays Daredevil in the Daredevil TV show.
I have never seen the Daredevil TV show.
Well, he's Daredevil in it. So there you go.
So, I went to see the third Spider-Man movie. It's not Far From Home, is it?
No Way Home is the third one.
No Way Home. Yeah, I went to see No Way Home, and that has the scene in the beginning with Dare. And I have never seen that show. I've never watched it. I did not know who that guy was. So I was there. I was at the movies with Carrie, and a couple other people. But I was sitting next to Carrie, and like he came on the screen, and everyone in the theater was like, "Oh, it's him! It's the guy!" And I was just like out loud, "Who the fuck is this guy?" Like, not quietly either. And Carrie just turned and slapped me. Like, you fucking Daredevil, shut the fuck up. JRPG, but the story is truly one of the greatest things ever. Nice. I'm not the biggest fan of turn-based strategy games. They can be good. They're just not always my cup of tea for games, but the guy from the Lego Movie, he is in fact the guy from the Lego Movie.
Mm-hmm. Wonder where all those Doshagumas came from the Doshaguma factory.
Uses the Mario and Luigi action command system. I have not played any of the Mario and Luigi games. the hell is happening? Why are there so many doshas? Have you not done this event quest?
To be fair, I came in and there were a wall of doshas, and that's not what I was expecting.
Bears.
Dog.
Bear.
If not friend, why friend shaped?
How you doing, Carrie?
We're here.
Yeah.
It's been a hot sec.
It's been,
But
yeah.
it's okay, because I think it's been a hot sec for you too.
I haven't talked to you in a fucking while.
Yeah, that's okay. I survived the layoffs at work, and honestly, that's about where I'm at this year.
Good enough.
Yes, I have a dog. That dog is dumb. Concurred by Nathan.
Nah, he dumb as hell.
He's, yes. Genuinely too stupid to feel
They
pain.
received supply items. Don't let them go to waste.
Hello, chat.
Game of the year goes to Garfield Kart 2.
Oh my god.
Alright, now we got some big brain thinking over here.
Are you guys just grinding event quests?
Yeah, kind of just doing whatever.
Nice.
Ollie's your favorite fifth bone boy.
Good
Yeah,
pick,
that's
honestly.
fair. That's fair.
Barrett
That's a
is my
good
favorite
80%
fifth
of the
bone boy.
bone boys when he starts yelling.
Contenders will probably be E33, Death Stranding 2, DK Bonanza, and Silk Song. I don't know, do you think DK Bonanza is actually going to get nominated?
I don't know. Sometimes they
never nominate Nintendo games.
did for Mario Wonder a couple of years ago.
Is that actually up for Game of the Year, though?
It was, yeah.
I thought that was only up for, like, Family Game of the Year.
I mean, someone could correct me, but I'm like 90% certain, yeah. Which is weird because people don't really talk about that one. I heard it was
No.
good.
I did hear it was good, yeah. I never played that one, though. Game of the Year's Connect 4 SpongeBob Edition. Breath of the Wild 1, Tears of the Kingdom was nominated. That's true.
Ollie will never be silenced. You will hear him. Just for now, he happens to be dead to the world. I'm sure Jasper will start screaming in the background, but only Nate and Connor will be able to hear him over the music.
I think Odyssey might have been, yeah.
Ed's. Don't want Ed's iPad. I want my iPad.
You've won your first game of Magic the Gathering against a bad computer. Feel like you understand the game less than when you did before. That is fair.
Well, there you go.
That game is confusing. Also pretending to care about Game of the Year, that's fair.
Well, I will, because that stream is going to have a lot of viewers. That 300 to 400 view count is going to make me care about the Game Awards quite a bit, to be honest. Honestly, you can tell that the Game Awards were a fucking sham when Helldivers 2 did not get fucking nominated, which it really should have.
It really should have, yeah. They hate nominating friend swap games, though.
Well, Jeff Keighley needs to get the fuck over himself.
He needs to get friends so he can actually enjoy those games.
How the hell did they do a guitar collaboration for Monster Hunter, and they didn't do a guitar remix of any of the music for the battle track?
You know, I was thinking the same thing when I did that quest earlier this week. I do think Split Fiction could be up for Game of the Year, too. That was very
I
well
want
received.
to play that one. Buy it, Nathan, so I can have someone to play it with.
I know, I need to buy that one. Dark Ages is not going to be nominated? Probably not, unfortunately.
Doom the Dark Ages? Probably not. I mean, it was perfectly good in its own right.
Yeah.
But there were, honestly, there were a lot of really good games this year. Were and continue to be, rather. So, like, I don't know. I feel like it's going to be a fairly stacked card pretty much no matter what.
We're between Silksong and Wilds. Wilds is not winning Game of the Year.
Winning? Probably not, no.
I question if it'll even get nominated.
If it wasn't for the super buggy launch, it was probably a shoo-in. Now I think it's just kind of a chance.
Exactly. They had so many issues that they're not going to get the votes.
Probably.
Folk song, from what you know, a few amount of people are disappointed. I feel like that's phrased strangely, but I think I understand what you're saying.
Yeah. That's kind of what I was saying, is I saw a couple of people that didn't like it, but again, I didn't know if it was just like they created an expectation in their head because it was this super duper massive overhyped like game that was just no one said anything for 7 years about, or if they were just kind of being a contrarian, or if it actually had some legitimate issues. I really don't know. GTA 6 will win whatever year it comes out. I mean, unless they, like, botch the fuck out of it, probably, yeah. Which, whatever. This is not an audience that gives a flying fuck about GTA. If World didn't win Game of the Year, then definitely not Wilds. Yeah, probably not. World was also in a really stacked year.
The lineup of 2018 Game of the Year was crazy.
That was PS4 Spider-Man, God of War, Monster Hunter World, Celeste, and
Assassin's Creed Odyssey.
Yeah.
All phenomenal games.
Yeah, and then God of War just hit the market so fucking strong. I mean, World did. World and Spider-Man, that was a good year. That was a good year.
It really was.
All things considered, that was a good fucking year. I played all three of those games all those games were like really good. I didn't play Odyssey.
I played all 5 of those games.
Yeah.
They're all fantastic. I platinumed 3 of those games, I think. Fantastic games.
Apparently, Silksong is still kind of scaled like it's an expansion to Hollow Knight instead of its own game. It's very weirdly overtuned. Interesting. Okay.
Interesting.
People are going to be disappointed because the unreachable standard for that title. Yeah, I think is definitely going to be a factor. Is there are some people that hyped up the messiah of gaming in their head, and then when it just turns out to be like a really good game, they were going to burn themselves. I mean, that's happened before. God of War 2018 when Ragnarok cooked. Yeah, no, I like those games a lot.
They're both great.
Yeah. Especially like the story was like, I mean, if you do like kind of like story PlayStation movie games, which some people treat that like it's a bad thing. I don't really, if it's good, which I thought those were really good. I think those were kind of the best examples of that kind of method. And then when the gameplay was the gameplay, it was also really good.
Yeah.
Ragnarok cooked, can't confirm. I like Ragnarok, a lot. Overall, it's probably gonna set a good standard for gaming with $20 price tag. Yeah, maybe. Fumbled the bag in the second half. They needed to make a trilogy. Did they?
Ragnarok has that really slow section in the middle of it. But other than that, I really don't have any complaints about that game. It's just that one section in the middle where you're playing as Atreus that's just like, holy fuck, when will this end?
Yeah. Yeah, the fucking stupid shit on the yak was dumb as fuck.
Mm-hmm. But other than that, I have zero complaints about the entire game.
Not really, no.
Come on over.
I don't even think you would need to turn it into a trilogy because, like, I don't know. I feel like I don't feel like there's enough there that no. I feel like you're just kind of, you either need to like come up with some other plot points and shit that just wasn't already in there, or I feel like you just kind of be stretching things out unnecessarily.
Yes.
I think it was good. Some devs are upset about Silksong's $20 price tag, and I don't know why, though. I mean, it's been a kind of a weird kind of jealousy trend where when some games get very highly lauded for good business practices, you'll see devs from other companies with much, much shittier practices kind of mauling about it. That was a big thing when Elden Ring came out, where you saw some people, I think out of Ubisoft, were just throwing a whole bunch of just snide remarks at the game. Because a lot of people were praising Elden Ring a ton and were specifically dragging a lot of Ubisoft games. Like, especially if anybody's seen the Elden Ring, if it was designed by Ubisoft and it's just a picture of the most garbled, fucked up, just trashy UI possible. That was a big thing. Ragnarok needed to be a trilogy.
Bigger devs are also going to hate it when a smaller game does better than theirs. Like when Helldivers outsold Call of Duty. Like, Helldivers, the $20 game, outsold one of the largest gaming franchises of the past 20 years.
Mm-hmm.
Like, of course they're going to be upset that they're losing out on money. That's business. It's the same thing with Silksong.
Companies complaining about Silksong is the same thing that happened with BG3. Yeah, that was another... Yeah, people complain about that one.
Big companies are never going to like it when little companies do well. They don't want more competition. That's what it boils down to.
Refriending Frey and Atreus' whole identity needed to be the second one as well as assuming the army. I know, but then you don't have a third game, really. I think...
Oh, was it Lethal Company that outsold COD? My bad. Thank you, Psychotic Jester.
Yeah, I don't...
I missed those up.
I don't know. I think you're kind of thinking of, like, you wanted the original trilogy where, like, the final battle of Olympus effectively is God of War 3. But out of the way the world of the Norse region was kind of set up, it really kind of just wouldn't work, because that's not how Asgard was set up. That's not how the character arcs were set up. I don't know. I feel like if they did do a third game, they would have stretched it unnecessarily, or they would have needed to invent other plot points, which they didn't need to do, because the story and the characters were generally pretty tight. I feel like if you did a second game, you'd almost need to, like, invent another threat for the second game. But yeah, no, the whole point of, like, you really kind of couldn't do a God of War 3 again for a third Norse God of War game, because Zeus and Odin were just really different characters with different methodologies, and, like, the whole point of Odin in that game was to be the not the grandiose, but the schemer, kind of on the low key. He's the one who moves everything around, kind of taking from that aspect of the myth of the character, whereas Zeus is the more theatrical, Shakespearean, grandiose. So you can kind of do Olympus as one gigantic level with a whole bunch of gods spread throughout and big labyrinthian mega palace, but that doesn't really work with what they established, even in 2018. So I really don't think you could have done a trilogy. I don't think they could have done God of War 3 again. I think what they did was just fine. Let's see. They'll 100% keep God of War going. They'll break out every... Yeah, I mean, they'll definitely keep going with it. I don't know if they've come to any... I know they're doing a show, which that's probably not going to be good. But apparently Amazon's doing a show. But yeah, no, they'll keep going with games. For sure.
Amazon's doing a lot of weird, like, games or popular media to show. Because aren't they also doing a Warhammer one?
I think so. Maybe, potentially, that hasn't been greenlit yet. But possibly.
I thought it was greenlit. Now I have to go investigate.
Yeah, I don't think anything's been, like, officially announced, at the very least. Someone can correct me if I'm wrong. But I don't think I've heard that, like, yes, definitely there is going to be a Warhammer show.
I thought Henry Cavill confirmed it.
You might be right, and I might be wrong. Hey, Austin.
Lady, gentlemen.
Austin.
I only joined because I wanted to tell Carrie that, because I don't think Nate actually ended up telling her.
I was thinking about it. I was thinking about it, and, like, I don't know if I want to, like, say anything until Austin shows up, if he does.
I put it in the chat because I was like, oh, good, Carrie's here. I can tell her that her dog defeated the grave. Dude. Your dog died. On, by the way, died, dead, 100%. No balls, dead. He was dead. And I know you're gonna. I'm gonna be
no balls.
Halfway through this story. You're gonna be like, oh yeah, he does that. That would actually make it less funny. But he was laying on my. He was being in. We went over your house twice when you were. And the second time he was being a aggressively good boy. Like he slept the whole time, and he's laying on my feet like he does, and I'm like, oh, Ollie. And then an hour goes by, 2 hours go by, and I'm like, he's still laying on my feet, and I'm like, this is a long time, even for Oliver. So I look at him and I'm like, Ollie. And I start, like, petting him, and he's laying there with his eyes closed, and he's like, oh, his head is on my foot, and so I'm like, Ollie? And he's just laying there. And so I'm like rubbing his ears and grabbing his face. Eyes don't open. He's just chilling. And I'm like, so immediately I'm like, he's dead. He died. That's great. We killed Carrie's dog. And so Connor starts looking at him and he's like, no, he's just being a dick. And I'm like, oh, okay, whatever. So I keep shaking him and shaking him and shaking him. And it gets to the point where I am violently shaking him with my foot, like ripping his neck back and forth, and his eyes are just like, his tongue is just flopped out, and he's flopping around, and I'm like, oh my god, like, I think this dog's dead. And everyone's just like, no, he's fine. And I'm like, dude, Ollie, you want to go outside? Ollie, and he's like not moving. And my feelings were validated when Connor stood up out of his seat to get onto the floor and check on him. And I'm like, oh my god. I'm like, dude, this dog's dead. I'm shaking the shit out of your dog. And he won't move, eyes won't open, nothing. And then Nate is just playing Yu-Gi-Oh, dude. Nate's like, anyways, I tribute summon, and so I'm gonna bring out my 5, and then I confusions. And I'm like, Nate, this dog doesn't have a pulse, dude. I'm like, wait, hold on. And Nate's like, he's fucking fine. Ollie, you want a dentist stick? And your dog, shut up.
Shut up!
He almost took the table off with him, dude.
Yeah. Yeah. If outside doesn't work, the DS will every time.
I thought he was dead.
Food motivated, to say the least.
And I'm dramatic as shit. So like when Connor stood up and like checked on the dog, I was like, alright. I was like, I'm validated. I was like, I had a right to be worried.
The fact that Nate continued unbothered.
No,
shows you how
dude,
well
Nate
he
didn't
off.
blink.
No, yeah, Nate, not a worry in the world. Nate was just playing his cards.
The dog was limp on the ground, like
No,
eyes
that
not open.
dog-
And he exaggerates a little bit. Austin's not exaggerating. He was flopping his foot all over the
Dude,
fucking place.
I was shaking the shit out of that dog, dude.
And
I
his
thought he was
eyes,
whiplash.
his eyes weren't
His
open.
eyes were like rolled. My God, I'm like, this dog's dead. I was like, we killed her dog. I was like, it's because he found that piece of plastic I dropped. I was like, oh my God. I was like, I killed Oliver. And he just, oh my God, he's limp. And I'm like, good Lord, what did we do?
And Nate's just like, he's fine, and just kept playing Yu-Gi-Oh.
The correct answer, honestly, my dog is just a big drama bitch. Yeah, he will pass out, and occasionally when he passes out, like that even concerns me at times. So you are also validated in that respect.
Because I was literally like, Nate, I was like, Ollie doesn't have a pulse, dude, and he's like, it's fucking fine. Dentist stick, and your dog was like, and like shot up and ran to the dentist sticks. And then he's like, we just thought he was dead. Now he's dancing in the living room. It's like spin, paw, other paw. And Oliver's like jumping around, and I'm like, fuck you stupid dog, dude. I was like, I stick up for you all the time, and this is what you do to me. I tell your mother how good you are.
Gotta give you a heart attack some way.
Oh yeah, then the friggin' cat, dude. He must have heard me say I was allergic because he was all over me. Dude, that cat never wanted anything to do with me, and it was fine. I never left your house feeling stuffy or anything. And then the moment I was like, oh yeah, I'm allergic to Jasper, he was like, oh my God, sitting between my legs, like hugging my legs, playing with my toes, and I'm like, dude, go away. He's like jumping up on the chair next to me, and I'm like, dude, go away. I'm like, I'm allergic to you.
Nah, he is my son. He must become an inconvenience in every possible way. Like right now, where he's currently standing on the table when he knows he's not supposed to be.
My favorite is when he jumps up on the counter and leans on the doorknob.
Oh, the doorknob? Yeah, he's
that's
allowed
hilarious.
to do that. He's allowed to do that. And then he screams because he wants to join Ollie outside. That's not gonna happen.
That was so unnecessary.
What?
She hadn't even said anything.
She said to you, Austin. That's all the ammo I needed.
It's like 2 minutes ago.
Yeah, it's okay.
Well, thanks for not killing my dog.
Yeah.
I appreciate it.
Welcome.
Dude, I was convinced. I was like, oh my God, we need to go adopt a dog. That's stupid because, you know, we need to just blend in.
Do not think to find another golden as stupid as mine.
No, I don't think so.
I
I'm
genuinely
really not
don't
sure.
think that's possible.
I love when like Jasper's like rubbing up against your leg and you start like petting him, and then Oliver's like, wait a minute, hold on.
That is my attention.
That's yeah. Hold, wait a minute. What are we doing? And he shoves his face in between you two.
Yep. Yeah, I had a college roommate here the other night, and he went to go pet Jasper, and Ollie sat up from where he was sleeping on the floor and went to intervene because my dog has FOMO, and it's really bad.
Yeah. Oh
It's
yeah.
really bad.
That dog. I love what Connor said. Every time Oliver comes over to get pet, Connor's like, "Oh yes, you get no love, like you sad dog."
No one's ever loved you before in your entire life.
It's so funny. We go out and we get like, we get Dairy Queen or whatever, and we come back, and he's like, "Oh," and we're like, "Oh my god, I thought you left me."
Yep, you were gone for 10 minutes. Doesn't matter if you're gone for 10 minutes or 8 hours. The reaction is in fact the same.
Yep, pretty much. Well, the best one is when someone he knows leaves, like when you were hanging out with us on the 4th and you like had to go get something from your car, and then Ollie would be distraught that you would leave, and then Austin and I would go to Ollie like, "She's gone forever, Ollie. You're never gonna see her ever again. She's gone.
We did.
She abandoned
we did it
you."
the second time. We did it the second time. We left to go to Dairy Queen. We're like, we're never coming back. That poor dog is probably like, what do you mean? I'd love to like up Oliver, like just give me a collar that like I can hear his thoughts, dude. Because,
Oh, that'd be
like,
amazing.
He must just think of it's probably just radio static, dude. The
Probably.
whole
It's
time.
just
Yeah.
crickets. It's just crickets.
Yeah, dude,
And then when he sees a turkey or a squirrel, that's all. It's just like the mind from Finding Nemo. That it's just squirrel on repeat.
Or I like the idea that your dog is like a super genius and he's like doing calculus in his head or something. Or
He's
like
just holding back.
thermodynamics.
Oh God.
You go to bed and then you hear from like the living room. He's like, day 175. The woman still believes I am stupid, but yet in the basement I am crafting new plutonium bombs.
The basement that he's too scared to go down.
It's all a ruse. You think he's too scared. Yeah, you've fallen for his ploy. I used to make I used to make stupid jokes like that, dude. When I used to convince me and another kid used to tell people when I worked at the grocery store, we used to tell all the new kids that there was a secret basement under the market basket, and everyone would be like, "There's no basement." And I'm like, "Yeah, that's what they want you to think, pal." And so we made up like this story that like Market Basket was some mafia front, like a really elaborate grocery store mafia front, and all the cocaine was sold out of the basement. And everyone was like, "There's no basement here," and I'm like, "Yeah, you're just not involved." And then one time the lights went out for like a half a second, and it was noticeable. We were all like, "Did the lights just go out?" And I swear on my life, me and this kid Kyle heard like a hawk screech. And we were like, "Yeah, that's what the store manager uses to kill people when they start talking about the basement." Because you know how like at Market Baskets, the manager's office is like up elevated and like above like the. So we were like, "Yeah," the store manager sits there with a Falconeer's glove and sends them out, shuts the lights off for a second, and then slices the throats open of people talking about the basement.
Austin, you'll appreciate this. We have this newer kid at work, and I now have, I think 3 or 4 coworkers in on convincing him that it's called gas lamping and not gaslighting.
Gas lamping.
He's just like heard the phrase wrong this whole time. It's actually called gas lamping.
That is like an absolutely insane, like, gaslighting someone about the word gaslighting.
That's what I said. It's
Dude,
genius.
that's like different dimension level brain stuff, dude. That's so funny. Gas lamping. I wouldn't even be. I'd be like, "That's stupid." I was like, "That's stupid."
We mentioned it on Friday, maybe Thursday, but he's like, "I know you fuckers are lying to me." He's like, homie, I don't know where you got your information. You're just incorrect. Like, it's called gas lamping.
That's so good.
Gas lamping. All it takes is one Google search to disprove it too.
I know.
Yeah, I'm like the
Fence-keep woman boss.
fence. I like that one. Yeah, because I am the new guy in my department, so I change dealerships, and so like I'm like I gotta test like what jokes I can make and stuff, like I can't go, I can't start being hysterical right away, I gotta build up to it. I dropped a pretty crazy joke today, and thank God they laughed, because it was an HR department type of joke. It was pretty rough, but it worked out so well. One of my coworkers is a black girl, and they were talking about like swimming or whatever, and she starts going off about how she can swim. And she's like, I can't swim, blah, 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 blah. My people don't, and I literally, all I said was brand consistency, nice.
Oh no! Oh
she
no!
thought it was so funny. She thought it was.
Thank God!
Thank God!
That would have been a problem if she didn't.
No, luckily I am hysterical, and so my comedy hits everywhere.
Yep.
Hysterical.
Except Quack.
No, listen, Quack admitted I was funny once and then acted like it didn't happen, which was the funniest thing ever. Quack freaked out when I said, you told me to screenshot it. She's like, oh, no, I didn't tell you about it. I maybe suggested that you should possibly think about screenshotting it because, maybe it's a good idea. And I'm like, okay, that's called telling me to screenshot it. I have it somewhere.
Somewhere in your house?
Yeah, oh, he did. I went to like a wallpaper place, and I just made it like my wallpaper
Of your house.
Again. The house, yeah. Like,
Bring back the 70s wallpaper.
not just, yeah, exactly, not just my room. It was horribly time consuming. I had to, I had to take down all the paint and everything. Take some stuff off the walls. But yeah, my whole house is just the Discord message from Quack saying that I was funny. I don't know where that message is. It's buried somewhere.
If you have an iPhone, you can use the search function of your photos, and it'll highlight words. So I'm sure if you type in funny, it will actually. Yeah. It pulls up the screenshot text.
That's crazy. Well, that is true. Quack never said anything. I guess I'm here to said it, technically. Quack insisted that she was off the clock, so. I thought Quack was like a college guy doing some trolling after his course. I mean, college is right, I think.
Trolling is what we all do anyways. So.
I'm stealing that punchline. Yeah, I've been saying brand consistency for a lot of things. I think that's a really funny way to say, like, to make that joke. I said it to somebody else too about something way less racist, but I forget what it was.
Jasper, contrary to popular belief, if you hold it down, I can't move it. So I don't know what you're looking at me for. He's looking at me as he's holding it down. I don't know what he's expecting.
No, are you doing like a modded quest?
Yeah, Kaiser's doing more modded quests.
Okay.
We're not done yet. There's 4 more like this. I don't know if I want to do 4. It's 10:30. I don't know if I want to do 4 more of those. Let's see. Are we anything good? Load shells, antivirus, and resentment. That's pretty good. Attack boost, thunder res, blight res. 2 points of guard, a point of bludgeoner, and elemental absorption. That's something. They're mourning their love for Raydao. Dude, I don't think I hit Raydao once in that whole quest. I was trying to kill as many of the other monsters as I possibly could. I got some of them, too.
Do you have a moment? Yes. Is there anything you need? They said this was our share from the Fire Spring Festival.
Do the best one then? Alright, let's do the best one. Whatever the fuck the best... This sounds bad. It sounds so bad.
Is it up? I can join you.
I'll let you know. There is, but there's only one slot left on it, unless someone backs out.
That's fine. You can go.
Oh.
I'm counting on you.
If that had gone wrong, Austin would have had to personally mediate you. And Austin would be looking for another job again.
In this job market, that's not something you want to be doing.
I know. I applied to like 30 jobs, got no calls. It took me actually knowing somebody to get a job.
Yeah, it's really bad right now. Hopefully this place is a lot better than your last one, though.
Yeah, it seems like it. I came from like a really busy dealership, and this dealership's not nearly as busy, and you can tell. So like I'm doing things based off being at a busy dealership, and like they're not, and so like I'm so much faster than them, and like I'm like I do things so much quicker and like than them, and it's just crazy to see like how different they operate.
Yeah.
And it's just like, oh my god, it's like this is how you guys do shit, and it's like pff, easy. Easy, I can get used to this.
You're the only one who can manage
Oh,
this
fuck
quest.
me, I dropped my phone. This is the worst day ever.
Job searching my old enemy. Yeah, that's why I just made my own.
Job searching everybody's enemy.
Yeah.
When after they hired me, they like made me fill out all this paperwork, and on the paperwork was references, and it said personal references, like no one you've worked with. So I was like, oh, Connor. I was like, I'll put Connor, and then it asked like what he did, and I was like, self-employed. I was like, God, if I put streamer, they're gonna think I'm a loser. I was like, I can't do that.
Can't have them knowing that off the rip.
I can't have them knowing I'm a loser.
Yeah,
They
I'm
need to
not.
find out.
On it, if I was a bigger one, honestly, like that'd be crazy.
Yeah, can you imagine?
Like if I had like 2 million subs or something like that, it's like, yeah, no, this guy can vouch for me.
You go in for your interview, and they're like, "Yeah, we did a background search. That Nightshade Palumu bit was so funny."
Or that's why they're not hearing me.
Panther.
To fill out how many kindergartens you could take.
Well, we were gonna ask you this interview question, but you've already answered it.
Now let's hit you with the trolley problem.
Yeah, if there were
No
six
joke,
trolley,
my
if there were
coworkers were trying
six
to get
fifth
me-
graders on a trolley track,
no joke, my coworkers, because I run the hiring for my department as part of my role, they spent 2 months trying to convince me that the icebreaker question being the trolley problem was a good idea, and it was. They came to the part where they were starting to write reasons on my whiteboard because I don't go in every day.
Yeah.
So, and I just came into like a full whiteboard of which trolley problems we should be asking people and why.
That's such a stupid
There were-
idea.
Well, there were adjustments to some of them for the type of work that I do, which were all semi-inside jokes. Jasper, don't you freaking dare! Thank you. No, he's going to attack Oliver, and Oliver's quiet and sleepy. I don't want Oliver to not be quiet and sleepy.
Oliver, it's time to wake up. Oliver,
Speak.
Oliver,
Get back from the dead.
Oh, good.
You
I got
live.
that AI work.
The AI Sam
Welcome
is
back.
working.
Yay!
No, Ollie. Ollie.
wake up, Oliver.
I need you to pretend to be dead like you did for Austin.
Oliver, nightmare,
I need you to do
nightmare,
that more
nightmare,
often when
nightmare.
Austin's
okay.
here.
He's really dead. I'm telling you.
Yep, this time it's for good.
Zombie. Zombie. It's
We're
boy.
about to have finally hunted 2 Guardian Arcbells.
Yeah.
I just joined the stream, like, visually. What the fuck is going on here?
So Iron Kaiser
event quest.
knows how to get
New event
monsters to
quest.
spawn.
New event quest.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Whoop.
What the fuck is going on, brother?
Oliver, wake up, they hit the Pentagon.
It doesn't matter what channel, Oliver.
I was doing that to some kid at my brother's wedding. He was sitting next to me at the rehearsal dinner, and he's like 2. And he kept taking off his shoe and giving it to me, and his shoe's like the size of like a grocery store cannoli. So like I keep putting it up to my ear, and I go, it's for you, sir. And I gave him his bag, and he would just go, and give me the thumbs up. So after 3 or 4 times he gave it to me, I said, certainly hit the second tower. And he's like, and just like gives me the thumbs up.
Are these just all the Guardians in the same quest?
Yeah. Yeah, it is.
Oh, okay.
Also, Juwu's over there.
What is going on?
Chaos.
Yeah.
Oh, you don't have Nate in your quest. I was gonna say, Nate, this would be a really funny time to throw the gate.
What's going on is that
Oh my God.
Arkfeld is farming me a lot of fucking wound breaks right now.
I was gonna say the gate was up, so I couldn't see the other half of the shit that was going on. And as soon as it just went down, I was in my head. I was like, "There's more."
Yeah.
So, chat, there's
love
55 of you here. How many of you are so new that you don't know who Sam is?
Yeah,
That's crazy.
that's a good
There's
point.
definitely a couple people. There's a few people in here that have been saying things, and I'm like, you don't know who Sam is. You're right, dude.
No, I haven't been on stream in a 5 minute.
It's okay, none of us have apparently. But you
Yeah, even I went being on stream. I was on like the friggin' Frontier stream the other day, but that's about it.
Yeah.
Sir, they
Yeah, I
started
wanted to try and
call
get
it
on, but I
X.
get.
It's because we were either hanging out or like I was away every Saturday in August. I just straight up didn't have free Saturdays last month.
happens.
Yeah, not gonna lie, this is the first weekend I've had where yesterday I like didn't leave the house and I was just in my PJs all day, and it was the first time I think I've been able to do that in like over a year, and it felt good.
That has to feel fantastic.
Yeah, man, I just played Minecraft and Hollow Knight all day. It felt good.
Fuck yeah, dude.
I was wondering if Minecraft was you or Bailey.
Okay, yeah. So like, getting on Minecraft wasn't even like an intentional thing. We were just like, I wanted to check out the update where they added in-game shaders, and I was like, oh, I want to see what our world looks like. That looks kind of neat. And so I went on, and Bailey's brother saw that I was on, and he was like, yo, invite me. I was like, all right, cool. So I invited one of her brothers on, and then her other brother just joined. And then Bailey joined on, so then we just played Minecraft for hours.
Nice.
Nice.
It was great.
I like this answer, Lazarus in chat. I've watched a few streams, and if you all changed names tomorrow, I'd assume it was always that way.
Nice. That's funny.
I also like the Sam AI, this SAIM. That's funny as fuck.
That
I
is
see that a
pretty
couple times here. Yeah, that's pretty good.
Let's go charm with handicraft +3, wex +1, and 2 armor 1 slots.
That's
Nice.
crazy.
What the fuck? Yeah, I need to play this game more too. I was planning on it this weekend, but then I started grinding Hollow Knight, and I just have to beat the final boss, and then I'm done with Hollow Knight.
Nice. How you liking
Do
it?
the final boss or the true final boss?
If the true final boss is the Radiance, then the Radiance.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
So you haven't been playing Silk Song, you've been playing Hollow Knight.
Yeah. I haven't, because I've been trying to beat, well, I say trying, I've been on and off playing Hollow Knight for a long time, and then this weekend I was like, fuck it, let's just grind it out. And so I finally got the King Soul to get the Void Heart, and then was like, let's just go for the Hollow Knight. And the Hollow Knight part isn't the difficult part, it's the Radiance that's the hard part.
Oh yeah. It's like not even close.
No, yeah. Because like I could just beat the shit out of the Hollow Knight really fast and just get to the Radiance. But the Radiance, I've talked about this with a couple of my coworkers. I hate when the boss hits you for two damage or whatever. It just trivializes the fight so quickly. It just panics, makes me panic so much.
That's fair.
But yeah, after that, I'm gonna play Silk Song at some point. But I do need to grind Wilds. I still haven't even fought the Gaiakers.
True, yeah.
Hey man, we could fix that right now.
Yeah.
I can't.
That's quitter
I'm going to bed soon. I got work tomorrow still.
Fair, yeah.
That is real quitter talk right there.
You did make me excited when you were talking about playing Helldivers. I'm like, fuck yeah, dude. I want to play Helldivers with Sam.
Dude. I played Helldivers solo the other night just because I was like, I haven't played this game in a while, and I've heard it's got some updates. Let's just go check it out. And then I loaded in, and I was looking at all the stratagems, and I was like, let's go launch a couple. And I didn't win a single one of them. Like I completed the objectives, but trying to extract solo was just impossible.
Yeah. What difficulty were you playing on by yourself?
Just normal.
So what, like 3s?
Yeah. It's mostly that I also kept forgetting that if you reload, you throw away your entire magazine.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah. Games like that are always such an adjustment for me.
Yeah, especially coming from like COD and Destiny, where like you just like instinctually reload every time you like are finished a gunfight, and you don't even care about it. But then this one, it's like I fired 6 bullets, there goes 30.
Yeah, it's called COD reloading for a reason.
Yeah.
When boys have reassembled, if this was a Hollywood movie, they'd be fighting white Fatalis or something. That's true. It's been a really long time since we've had all 4 of us, or all 5 of us carry here.
Long time. I don't think... Yeah, no, I mean, we managed to get everybody for the anniversary stream, and we had everybody for Fatalis, and that's been about it.
Was that my last stream?
Yeah, I think it might.
The anniversary one, yeah.
Yeah.
I was able to talk you into coming for the anniversary one for a couple minutes, and then you were
Yeah, I was
on...
in there because I remember...
You were on Fatalis
I
with us
think I
for about like 2 hours.
Yeah, I was on there for a little bit. I just had work the following day for that one as well. So.
Yeah, and
Yeah, so did I, dude. That was horrible.
Have I fought the Hive Lord? I'm assuming that's a Helldivers thing. Not even close.
No.
I've not even been to that. I'm like level 8
That
in
thing's
Helldivers.
crazy, dude. That thing's great.
tier 6 is my comfort zone. Depends like who I'm playing with and what we want to do. Because sometimes just dicking around on 4s and shooting each other is a lot of fun. Half the fun of that game is team killing.
All I can remember is when it was you, Nate, myself, and I think Steven playing. And we kept throwing minefields down, and Nate just kept dying to them and getting so pissed.
Yes, I do remember that. Oh shit,
Yeah,
I think
I
Arkvel just
remember-
killed Doshiguma.
I remember when that game first came out, and there was like the barrage, and it was just like a friggin' artillery strike that took up a certain amount of space. Dude, that shit was like, oh yeah, we'll drop it, in like in a 500-yard radius, and shit was just blowing up. So like you called that in, it was just like call it in and run away, dude, because that shit, everything in the area is getting tossed. I died to that shit so many times because Zach would just cuck it in,
Yep.
not say a word, and just not say a word.
Is that the walking barrage?
Yes.
There's two
Something that killed
really
me.
good ways to play Helldivers. There's goober around, you're deliberately playing unseriously, you're going in with the intention that you're gonna be team killing all over the fucking place. And then there's like actually like being strategic and trying Helldivers and like strategically calling out where you're gonna use what stratagems and kind of planning it out and making sure that you have like a coordinated plan of attack. That is also wicked fun. You just kind of like need to, so long as everybody's on the same page, they're both great.
Yeah. Me and my friend Zach have a lot of fun, but me and Zach are very much in all games. It's about winning, and we have fun when we win.
Yeah.
So like we take games like stupid seriously sometimes.
I like both. I like both can be a lot of fun. Like there's a couple of times where it's just all of us giggling because we keep hitting each other with grenade launchers, and then Steven can attest, there was a couple of times it was just me and Steven in like the fucking jungles of Vietnam hunting down the invisible insects and being like in a fucking Predator movie because they would like show up out of nowhere and just blitz us, and it was like it was a horror movie. And we were like moving in sync and doing call outs and shit. It was great.
I'm telling you, all those games about like Malevelon Creek, like the robot like map.
Oh yeah.
I am that meme, dude. I played that game on launch. I was there, dude. I legitimately felt I am like scarred from like those robot missions in the creek were absurd. Absurd. I was like, dude, this is what feels like Vietnam. Like I'm like this must have been what it was like, because I was like, oh my god, like I have shell shock. Like, I'm at war right now, dude.
Yep.
Like this is insane. And it was so funny because it was like I saw like a meme, and it was like all the bug hunters fighting in like whatever planet it was, and it was like what's the very it's a lot like Helldivers. It's like that it's all like the goofy Marines and their big helmets, and they're like, I'm doing my part.
Starship Troopers.
And so it was like all the guys hunting bugs, and it was like them, and then it was like all the 5,000 soldiers on Creek, and it was like all the Vietnam footage of like tanks rolling down the street. Dude, that's what it felt like. And then I remember like I downloaded it on my computer so like Taylor could play with us, and it was like Taylor, Zach, and I, and we just went to some like random robot planet on like, whatever, 7 or something like that. 7's not even the highest. Holy crap, dude. It was it was 3 versus 1 million. We couldn't breathe.
Yep.
Because there were just laser beams flying all over the place. The bot missions are so absurd.
They're
how hard
so
they are.
fun.
Dude, that is like, yeah, bug hunting's fun, and it's like, but if you wanna get your stripes and go to war, you go to the robot planets. That shit is scary, dude.
You want to fight for our liberty.
I'm hearing we should do a group stream Helldivers at some point.
That sounds fantastic.
We should. Yeah, because I don't know. I mean, I'm like not. I mean, I'm probably like a shit rank now, but like, I'm level like 50 something. something. Because I played
I'm
the
level-
shit out of it, and then like I stopped playing. So yeah, I'm like level 50 or something. But yeah, no, I saw this one. It was literally like Staying Alive by the Bee Gees. It was like a Helldivers edit.
Yep.
And I was like, dude, do I gotta get back in the game, dude? I was like, do I gotta re-enlist? I was like, they need me. It was literally just some goofy ass edit on TikTok, and I was like, I'm in. I was like, get me back in the fight. Yeah, that game's crazy fun.
Let's do it. Stream,
Yeah.
not stream, fucking whatever.
Yeah, I'm down. I'm gonna be busy this. I know. Actually, I could talk more off stream about some things, but I'm gonna be pretty busy this coming weekend. I know we had things that we were planning on trying to do, but I don't think I'm gonna be around.
That's unfortunate. I mean, even we'll talk about it when we're done with this.
Yeah, like I can still try, but I don't know.
Yeah, give it like 5 minutes. We'll talk.
Yeah. Fuck, I was gonna say something. Yeah, I was looking through the stratagems that were in Helldivers 2, and some of the ones they added are fucking hilarious. Like, they added a suicide bomb backpack.
That's so funny.
That's awesome.
And, like, one of the things it says is, like, make sure you drop it on the ground before it explodes. And I was like, that's a good idea. Because it was a pretty big fucking explosion.
Yep. Yeah, dude, there's Hellbomb backpacks, there's like warp jump backpacks.
Yeah, I saw that. That looked cool.
There's a group Jeep, which is hilarious because it does not handle very well.
Yeah, that looked fun. I'd fuck around with that game. That game's good.
Yeah, we really just failed the quest right at the end. That sucks.
Yeah. 100% of the Bone Boys all together. Alright, what time do I got? 10:53? That's fine for me. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, thank you guys for tuning in tonight. Thanks for hanging out. It's good to be playing this game again. It's been like a month and a half since I've had time to stream it, so I'm glad that about like 50 of you tuned in. It was great. Good show tonight. Thank you for anybody who donated, for anybody who was playing. I got plans next weekend, but we'll do something on like Tuesday, Wednesday, or whatever before that all goes in. So like one stream next week, and then we'll be back after that. And then videos still in progress, going along very well. Script is being chipped away at nice and consistently. Probably, I don't know, maybe we'll get that video up by like Tuesday or Wednesday or something like that. But, yeah, no, other than that, we'll talk to you guys later. Have a fantastic rest of your evening or whatever time of day it is for you. Goodbye.
Bye.
Everyone,
See you soon.
Yeah,
thank you, Sam AI.
That's a threat.
in 17 months when Sam comes back.
I will see you soon.
In version 7.0.
soon in the grand scheme of things.
Monster Hunter game drops.
Yeah, in the grand scheme of life, it'll be sooner than when you die.
Sam will be back on stream
soon.
before the heat death of the universe.
Soon is when I say it is.
Alright, bye folks.